All right, hello, fellow mock drafters. Doing a mock auction here. Uh, Tom should join me in a second. We're gonna be doing it's a roto mock auction. Just to give a little bit of an example on how to mock auction. Starting in, just bring this up. Let's see. And we're beginning. Tom's nominating first. Jose Bautista. Okay. Neck injury, slated to return on Saturday. Yeah, I haven't decided what team I want to go with yet here. I'm just going to switch back to this screen for 1 second. This is, by the way, this is fantasysportsaddicts.com. You see all the guys here. You know, we talk all the time, do mock auctions, so definitely hop onto the site. Pieces up to 26. 27. I mean, he'll give you good power. 28. Okay, that's actually pretty cheap for Bautista. I guess either people are saving their money or they're kind of worried about that injury. So that was interesting. Maybe I should have jumped in on that. Jose Fernandez. I actually just got him in a head-to-head draft that I did.
That you did. You stacked pitching big time. Hey,
Yeah.
How's it going, Andrew?
Hey, pretty good. This is Tom over from Fantasy Sports Addicts. If you haven't checked out their channel, definitely do it, and their website, fantasysportsaddicts.com.
Thank you. Yes, always a pleasure. We're doing auction roto, right? You got auction roto draft coming up tomorrow, you said?
Yeah, your league.
Oh, God. Okay. All right. Hard. It's all these leagues we got to keep track of. It's impossible.
Yeah.
Thousands of drafts. Just never ends. Oh, man. So, yeah, somebody was asking, was that really me? Yeah, we're nominating guys we don't want, right?
Yeah, definitely.
That's what I'm doing anyways.
Thought Jose Bautista went a little cheap. I guess people were saving their money or a little worried about the injury.
Yeah.
Yeah, I only got 3 more real drafts this year. I got the Roto tomorrow. I got another one next week, and then I have one like right before the season starts.
Okay. Well, don't forget the other the side dynasties.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those will be short. That's like I don't know, six rounds. So those go by like 15 minutes.
When are those scheduled for?
I think we're doing those like next weekend.
Okay.
But wow. Honestly, this season is like snuck up on us. We've been doing so many drafts and so many leagues and so many other things. Like we've forgotten our home leagues essentially.
Yeah.
I
think I have 13 teams this year, which I had 3 last season. So
big, yeah, big difference. Oh yeah.
I think my main league, I would call it my main league, is 8 to 13 keeper league. I've been in for about 8 years. That's the one that's like drafted right before the season.
Okay, yeah. And that would normally be our ideal. Let's draft right before the season, but
yeah. That's like my baby team. I took it over when I was in last place, rebuilt the whole thing, and I finished in third last season. Was so close to the championship.
Okay. Wow. All right. Wow. Trout's like, all right. So, I mean, people are bidding on Trout, but
Yeah.
nobody's paying for Trout. Ryan and I are going to get into a little bit of it here. Let's just get the price.
Do it.
Let's get the Trout price where it belongs. Oh, Ryan. Now Ryan's out. Okay. You're in.
Yeah.
Okay. No, it's not. All right. So 55, 55, 56. I mean, this isn't. It's not outrageous for Trout. I mean,
No.
pay to get your guy.
You're gonna let Ryan have him?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna be a little more conservative. I guess the last auction I did, I was like way aggressive in terms of spending. So I'm gonna try to be a little more conservative than maybe I normally am.
I'm gonna try to be a little bit more aggressive because the last one I think we did, that was the one where I had like a ton of money at the end.
Oh yeah, okay. So right, I've got to be more conservative with my money. You've got to be more aggressive.
Yeah.
Oof, Ryan's paying for the Goldie.
Much rather have Trout, considering the price.
Well, yeah, for the price, yeah, for sure. I mean, hard to argue against Goldschmidt, though.
No, yeah.
I mean, Jose's. Are there multiple Jose's? Oh yeah, yeah, he's good.
Oh yeah. Now he just needs Jose Abreu.
Right. Shh. Don't tell him all the Jose.
Oh, it's my turn. Who do I not want? 1 second left. Didn't mean to pick Harper, but oh well.
It's all right. We know he's gonna go out there for some money.
Yeah.
Now the question is, does he go for more or less than Trout?
More, I bet.
Ryan's gonna spend early. Again, it's mock, but
yeah. I mean, Harper, Trout. Oh man.
I think Ryan and I have the same hard limit in terms of these like first couple of players. Like I think $60 is our like whoa.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but we hit that and we're like, oh, that's too rich for my blood.
I generally I can't. Even though I want the top players, I just have such a hard time spending that much because I'm like, well, I want this guy later in the draft, and I don't know if I'll get him.
Yeah. Well, for sure. I mean, you gotta, save a few bucks, make sure you're getting the guy you want later, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kershaw. Yeah. Did you send out links for your stream?
I did on the website. Yeah.
Okay. I will. I guess I'll see if I can tweet it. And do you want me to like keep an eye on the YouTube chat for you, or?
Yeah, if you could.
Okay.
So I don't have to keep switching back and forth.
Yeah, I'll keep an eye on YouTube chat, see if there's anything going on there, and hopefully, people know I'll be.
I kind of have a hard time spending that much on Kershaw when the next best pitcher is projected to go for $34 average in Scherzer.
Yeah.
I don't think I'll ever pay for Kershaw.
I mean, yeah, that's a hell of a premium, honestly. I mean, that's like a $20 premium just for rough. I mean,
$20 premium could get you someone like let's see.
Well,
I mean,
that's probably a Lindor or something.
Range, I guess. Carrasco, Archer. Like, I'd rather have Scherzer and Archer than just Kershaw.
Right. Yeah. I would certainly not argue against that. Okay, so real quick here, just go into the YouTube thing. Give me a second. I'll pull up your stream here. Ooh. YouTube is not cooperating with me. Come on, YouTube.
Gonna get in on Votto here a little bit.
Are you, I mean, ooh, did you get stuck? Are you, oh, okay, there you go. I was going to say, is Votto a guy you have any interest in at all, or is he?
I don't know, like, maybe if this was an on-base percentage league.
Okay.
That was more as if I can get him for $27. I'd rather have him than a 40 Rizzo, but I wasn't going to spend more than 30 on him.
Okay. Okay.
I do think Votto gets a little bit forgotten in those top 7 first basemen just because of everyone thinks the Reds are going to be bad, and kind of associates him with that.
Right. Donaldson, here we go. Okay, so he's at his, there we go, dollar over his average.
I'll go one more on him.
Okay. That's safe.
Yeah.
Ryan and I were thinking about this. We both, like, when we were naming MVPs and stuff, just sort of off the cuff a couple days ago on our podcast. He was one of these guys we forgot about. Like,
Yeah.
How do we ignore Donaldson in the MVP, AL MVP conversation? Somehow we overlooked him. I was thinking Correa. I think Ryan was thinking Joey Bats, but
yeah, Donaldson, I definitely would say with a lot of confidence he's going to lead the league in RBIs.
Right.
Looks like Alex is going with the stars and scrubs kind of approach. He's got 4 big guys.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Okay, so he did pay for. I mean, you got your cornerstones there, but. So I hear no roommate.
Actually, he is back. I'm currently in the hallway.
Okay, I was gonna. Did you like tie him up and like gag him or something?
And now we had to go away to do an army thing, but he came back last night.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna go do it, and we have this study room. And I was thinking it's Easter break. Like, there's barely anybody in the dorms anymore. Most of the people that live around here went home, but some guy was playing like World of Warcraft in there. So.
Wow. I didn't know people still played WoW.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see if Cabrera goes for any kind of discount here.
I never find myself drafting him.
No, but at this price, it's tempting.
It is. Especially with Rizzo's definitely going to go more, most likely.
Yeah.
But I slightly value Rizzo over him too. Like, I would probably just pay like $3 or $4 over what a Cabrera gets paid for Rizzo.
Right.
We'll give you stolen bases without the injury risk.
That's very true. Very true. Now, I mean, see, that's the thing is Cabrera. I mean, he's an old man at this point. He's been around forever. Yeah. He's been playing since he was 19 years old. So, I mean, had a hell of a career, but
oh yeah,
as everything, right? Things wind down, things break down. So
he's definitely, I would probably say the best hitter the last 10 years, even over guys like Pujols and stuff who haven't aged as well. Even though, I mean, Cabrera's had his injuries, but he's always produced.
Oh yeah. No, I mean, yeah, Miggy's awesome, but all good rides come to an end. Okay, so Macho here, bit of a bidding war here.
Yeah, James has been bidding on most of the big numbers. He hasn't got anybody yet either.
Okay, I'll let him go. Okay. I'll let him go for you.
Yeah,
I was tempted to go, like, kind of jump in there at 40, but again, there's still Correa. There's still.
Oh yeah.
Get McCutcheon out of here. Old man Cutch.
Definitely not bidding on him. I think I even think their projections are kind of like the average. I think he can definitely get the runs. He'll get probably the RBIs and home runs, but the stolen bases. I don't think he'll get 14. I don't know if he'll get 10.
Yeah, that's the thing. I just guys that used to run as they get older stop running, and that happened with Trout fast. Trout
I know.
stopped. I'm surprised Trout's ranked as high as he is without the stolen bases in some regard. Goldschmidt makes sense because 20 plus stolen bases out of your first baseman, that doesn't happen. Ryan and I we have a roto keeper league, and we were talking about this Goldie steal 20 bases with one of the guys in the league, and I literally would have bet every dollar I had against him getting 20 stolen bases. Why would the D-backs let him run and risk the injury? But he's just one of those guys that's a very good heads-up base runner.
Oh yeah.
So
the Diamondbacks in general have some pretty good guys if you want steals. Obviously you got Pollock, even David Peralta will run a little bit. Owings, if he can hit, he'll get a ton of stolen bases.
Yeah.
Owings has had a good spring so far.
Yeah, well, he doesn't want to lose his job. He's playing for his job, so
I'd take Owings over the Mets shortstop the Cardinals traded for.
Ooh, Ryan. All right. You know what? Going one more dollar.
Yeah, 42 is my max. I'm not going any more than that. I'd also be annoying because Yahoo would put Arenado in my utility spot because they put Machado in my third base slot.
Oh, okay. Ooh.
Last second.
Yeah. Whew. I don't know why I did that. Because I don't want Ryan to get him. Screw you, Ryan. Oop. Fantasy Satan. Yeah.
That's a weird choice. Definitely not bidding on him, though.
Not, well, he's one of those guys, if you get him cheap, but at this price, what?
Yeah.
$10. What's going on here?
Why is Alex even bidding that high? He doesn't have the money.
He wants his second baseman. What?
$21.
All right, let it slide, Alex. Oh my God. Holy God. Are you sleeping with him or something? Is he your brother? Matt Duffy for $22. Wow.
That's even crazier than Addison Russell.
Woo! Yeah, that is. Yeah, we saw it. What was the Russell? Was that
$25?
Yeah. Wow.
I'll take a $25 Russell over a $22 Duffy, definitely.
Wow.
I don't even understand why the Donald guy was bidding him up so much either.
They, I guess, really, really wanted Matt Duffy. Holy cow.
He's going to get you some steals and, some average, but...
Again, he's a nice, don't have to pay too much for your second baseman kind of guy. And he's got third base eligibility in Yahoo, so, that all makes sense, but... Come on, Ryan. You're not getting him. Are you going to get him, Ryan? You think you're going to get him? You're not going to get him. I love watching Ryan bid for players he wants.
Yeah. I think I'll let him have it. 25.
Yeah. I'll probably let that one ride too. I don't know.
I just think Bogey would be probably a little bit cheaper, and I'd rather go with him.
Yeah. Well, all right. So, and again, we still have
Correa. I don't. I've never drafted Correa in any mocks, any leagues, any auctions. Like I've never drafted Correa once. I don't know why I'm so down on him either. He had a great season last year.
Well, it's paying for rookie hype, rookie success. I mean, I'm not entirely opposed to it. Obviously, as I'm bidding against Brian, but okay, 44.
I think Yahoo's kind of light on their stolen base projection for him too, but I don't know if he'll hit 30. I mean, obviously he could. I think like 25 home runs, 30 stolen bases is.
Yeah. Well, but again, I mean, just if you get halfway decent average and that kind of production out of your shortstop all day, you love that. But I mean, that's the thing is, Ryan and I were asking each other, like, do you think Correa's in the first round next year? This was like at the end of the season last year. And I was just like, how, Yahoo always likes to like hype up the young players and that kind of thing, but I mean, it's just he played half a season essentially, like, and he's first. But again, he did put up first round numbers, so it's
at
just
a somewhat shallow position. Like
right.
I don't know. I mean, once Oswaldo Arcia, J.P. Crawford, all those guys come up, I mean, you got a good 9 or 8 deep shortstop there.
Yeah, like all of a sudden, shortstop goes to being a very, I guess, deep position. Deeper than third base, deeper than first base in some regards, right?
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, that 9 is not even including someone like Jung Ho Kang, or how you pronounce his name.
Jung Ho.
I like Suarez, later rounds, power.
Yeah.
Trevor Story, also.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's a pretty good position right there.
No sound. Somebody says we got no sound. I don't know if we have no sound or not. Do we have sound?
We should.
I mean, I'm hearing sound. I don't know who's not having sound. Okay, Bronson says we have sound, so
Okay.
that part's good. Sound is check. Check, check.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see what Ryan's throwing out there.
I think here in the past stream, I don't think you muted it.
Oh, is that me or what?
That's you. I don't think it's me. Is it me?
I thought I was at your stream. I don't know what's going on. Ryan's here typing.
Oh, that is mine. Yep. I don't know. I never pressed play. I don't know why it suddenly started.
Oh, yeah. It usually just sort of like fires up and all of a sudden you're like, whoa, what's this?
Here he had actually had a blister, and that his status for opening day is up in the air. So
over a blister?
Yeah.
It's kind of bogus.
No,
I don't know. I don't know how.
All right, DL or anything, but.
Well, I mean, obviously, blisters are a big deal when you're pitching, and it affects how you can pitch and, like, your accuracy as far as throwing the ball. But
yeah.
I mean, if Flea, the bass player for the Red Hot Chili Peppers, can like slap a bass and have blisters that are open and bleeding and still keep slapping the bass, and he's pouring super glue on it and still playing a mean bass. How are these pitchers so fragile they can't, little super glue on that blister,
Yeah, it's just some weird sometimes misbooks. You hear like someone, sprain their finger and they're out. And it's like, well, when you think about it, in one way, it's like, well, they're being paid millions. They should be out there. But then also, I mean, it really can mess with how you bat or how you pitch on the arm.
Oh yeah. Still, you just like to hear. I don't know. You like to think a guy's a little tougher than that,
Oh yeah.
Like a blister. Oh, I'm sorry, a blister.
I mean, I understand bringing down to spring training with it, but questioning his opening day status because of it.
Over a blister. Yeah. Oh, wow. Cauley Stein had a huge game against the Suns tonight. If you're a basketball person, sorry, throwing a little basketball out there. 26
Yeah.
and 6. I know Bronson's hearing that like, woo. Bronson's not happy. I think Bronson dropped Willie Cauley-Stein.
Yeah, I'll definitely have to like when those mock drafts come up, just try to. It's for football and basketball. Just jump in and try to
Give it a
learn them
shot.
through that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
get a taste for it. Try it out. See if it's. I mean, it's not. I mean, we do plenty of football, and I really don't even like football. I mean, I watch the Cardinals, but um, not a major football fan. And of course, it's fantasy football. You got to play.
Oh yeah. I do. I think last year was I watched football occasionally, but last year was when I first started watching it like every week.
Okay. Did you have a team, or was it just?
I'm still kind of tossed up between the Eagles or the Patriots on my favorite team. My dad grew up in Philly, so he was always watching the Eagles, so that's what I grew up on. But then
Okay.
I kind of feel like the Patriots are the Cardinals of the NFL. Everybody hates them, but they win, so I kind of like them for that.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah. I I'd say it's a safe analogy there. I mean, I always kind of compare like the St. Louis Cardinals baseball team to like the San Antonio Spurs in basketball.
Mm-hmm.
So it's the same sort of thing. They're just sort of always there winning.
Yeah.
And even if it's not a championship, they were still like pretty close.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I am. Even though I don't know basketball that much, I am familiar. But like, didn't one of their big guys sign like for less with them just to play with them?
Oh yeah. Well, that's how the Spurs are. I mean,
Yeah.
it's that kind of team.
LaMarcus Aldridge.
Oh, there we go. We got Bronson there. Chiming in. Okay, Kluber. I'm gonna get Kluber out of here. I'm just not a Kluber guy.
Yeah, I'd take their other ace over him. I think.
Carrasco.
Carrasco, yeah.
I mean, I love the strikeouts. Don't get me wrong, but like, I think Kluber was kind of I don't know. I think didn't he start out the year a little bit shaky last year? And
I think he did, yeah.
we're so biased as dynasty owners. Like,
Yeah, I do.
he's 30. He's 30. I'm out. Right? Like, but look at this. Look at this. So I mean, here's a guy nominated to get him out of here, but $20. Like, all right.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I'll put a bid in. If I get stuck, I get stuck. But like,
Yeah. Yeah. I was thinking about jumping in, but I think I'd rather wait on pitching for now at least. But that was a good price for Kluber.
yeah. Should have spent another dollar, I guess. I don't know. I mean, I was tempted. I was really tempted. As a guy I was throwing out there to get rid of, at the value going $2 under value. I mean, whew,
Yeah.
it's hard. I don't know. So whoever that was, who was that got him for Mark? Okay, so this guy Mark, his first player was Kluber, but for $2 under value, we'll take that.
Yeah, this is the guy I've been waiting for. I want to see how much he goes. Might jump in. So if I can get him, it's like I got Machado, Betts, and Rizzo, who all give me a little bit of power, average, and speed at the same time.
This is going to be interesting.
Oh.
See, he's going to go for a lot, dude.
Yeah.
It's
All right,
all the Cubs people, just because.
It's the Cubs tax.
Yeah.
I mean, I love Rizzo. I want Rizzo a lot. Like, I love the idea of pairing Rizzo with Arenado, but what? Okay.
Who?
Well, we're throwing out shortstop prospects, but
I actually remember this guy. I'm horrible with names. And the guy that just posted his mock draft, the ASPM one.
okay, yeah.
This guy got drafted in like I think it was the second or third round, just because someone was like just picking the most random players. I mean, they picked Matt Adams for like round 4. Like I have no idea what that team is doing.
I do
Okay.
that.
Yeah, it's the Bronson treatment. All right, so everybody's nominating like middle infield fluff, prospects and fluff right now.
Yeah,
And
William
now
just said. William makes a good point. Like $17 more than Pato. I don't know if Rizzo's worth that, but I would take him for $8 more than Miggy. That's just me though.
yeah, I don't mind paying more for Rizzo than Miguel Cabrera. Just I don't know, safer investment with the youth factor.
I was actually surprised today. I was watching the Cardinals, who were broadcasted on ESPN. Syndergaard just cut them up, but they were doing projections for the start of the season, power rankings, and ESPN actually had the Cardinals over the Cubs, which was a little surprising to me because ESPN's never really loved the Cardinals that much.
Right.
Like I remember one. Hold on. Well, most networks don't like. I feel like they don't like the Cardinals. Like 2014 when the Kershaw was facing the Cardinals in Game 2.
Okay.
No, or Game 1. It was Game 1 or Game 2. Anyway, so it was like Kershaw had a comfortable lead. And the Cardinals just kept hitting him in the 7th inning and to take the lead. With Matt Carpenter had a huge double to clear the bases and take a 1-run lead. Do you know what the announcer guys said?
Hmm.
Well, I mean, they said, well, the Cardinals have to be stealing signs because no one hits this well off Kershaw. I mean, that's what the guy said. It was Harold Reynolds.
Really?
Like, Harold Reynolds was all over Kershaw and how good he was all game. And then when he gets, like, hit, it's like, oh, well, Cardinals must be stealing signs.
Huh.
But if you look at it historically, the Cardinals have Kershaw's number ever since he's been pitching against them.
Right. Yeah, the D-backs, they have some, like, I don't know, Kershaw either completely fucks them up or they, like, hit him. I don't know how that is. So there's some games where we, like, I don't know, it just seems like the last few years, like, we have his number, but then,
Yeah.
I don't know. There's always that one pitcher that your team owns or vice versa, like, I don't know how that is or why that is. I don't know if it's a mental thing, right? Like,
Yeah.
yeah, so I just bought Sale, I guess.
Yeah, that was a pretty decent price, especially for strikeouts.
Yeah, again, few dollars more than Kluber, I think there. So
Yeah.
Whatever. I guess I paid for. I like Sale. I'm a big Sale fan, so
Yeah.
I'm not totally surprised they took him there.
Yeah. I used to really like the Dodgers. Like I used to really like them, but then they started playing the Cardinals in the playoffs, and there was the whole Mickey Mouse stuff controversy that Wayno said that the Dodgers were just doing Mickey Mouse stuff in the playoffs, celebrating too much, and then the whole issue they had with the Diamondbacks. Like
Yeah,
I hated them even more after that.
Oh yeah, well, like I mean, they actually like who was it? Like I think it was Puig that started it all, but they actually not just peed in the pool, but like somebody dropped a deuce in the pool.
Yeah.
Like who poops a pool, man? It's not Caddyshack. That's our pool, damn it! No poop in the pool.
Yeah. Have you read the book Best Team Money Can Buy?
I haven't.
That was actually a pretty detailed look inside the Dodgers. Like,
That was who wrote that? What was her name? Molly or something like that?
yeah, I think so.
Yeah, we used to follow her on Twitter, but she was one of those people that like just we've had all right, so Ryan and I usually follow sports writers and sports broadcasters, but like every so often you got to like unfollow one of them and you're like, I really liked what that person had to say except for all the other stuff they said.
Yeah.
She was one of those ones where she was just so like, I mean, she baited the trolls and like I don't remember why we ended up unfollowing her, but it was something just I don't know. Just got sick of her.
Yeah, there was actually.
But she did put a lot into that book. She was crushed when the D-backs signed Greinke.
Yeah, I was about to say that she mentioned Greinke a lot in the book, like
Okay.
some interesting stuff about him, and obviously a lot of the book was about Puig.
Yeah. She had a special affinity for Greinke and Puig.
I like Greinke. He's like the most honest guy in baseball. He's like, yeah, I'm going to the team that offers me the most money. Like he made it clear, yeah, I don't care about the team. I'm just here for the money.
Well, and that we did. We paid. Holy Jesus, did we pay?
He's from Florida.
Florida people, they gotta get they want their money. All right, so JD Balla, he's taking a dive. He's ducking out. Later, Joe.
I feel like I should have gotten a pitcher by now. Not that many of them have been nominated, but I don't know. I like my hitting, but they're all speed power guys. Marte, Betts, Machado, and Rizzo. Braun, I don't know. Braun could have another 2020 season, but he could also get injured and miss most of it.
Or get a PED violation.
Yeah.
Right? Like, now that they're testing for, I don't know, everything, and I don't know. Braun, I just don't like. I'm just sour on Braun no matter what. I've actually never, other than like I think his rookie season, maybe 2007, never really been a Braun owner.
I haven't been until a couple days ago. Actually, I got Braun in that Dynasty League draft when he fell.
Oh yeah, he fell way late.
How old is he?
Braun, he's 30-something.
I want to say 32, 33.
Yeah, he's roughly our age, maybe a scotch younger than me and Ryan. So he's an old man. He's old now.
If he's that old, I don't touch him.
Right. Well, but if he falls like 10 miles in a dynasty, there's still value to be had if you want to win in the dynasty league. Don't be totally afraid of 30-year-olds. You still have to
what?
fill out a roster. No, I'm telling Brent. Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Like I was thinking, I don't really want him for 27, but I kind of bid on him, and then suddenly a 50 bid. Like, what's that? Like, if he had bid $1 more, I wouldn't have gone.
Oh yeah.
29. What's
that? That escalated quickly. Jeez. Woo!
I'm glad someone overbid me because even though I wanted him, I didn't want him. But
yeah. Wow.
Hey, he can have him if he wants him that bad.
Wow.
What is that?
Oh, George Springer just went for $50, and
was it more than Trout? Was that more than Harper too? Was that more than anybody? Well, no, Trout went 55. That was like almost more than Trout.
Yeah, that's got him. That's definitely Trout money. So that was more than Bryant went for.
Oh, the guy that just paid $50 left. So he's just
Okay.
like $50 now.
Wow. That was a pretty penny to spend on Springer. I guess he just got his guy and
Springer is a guy. I think if he stays healthy, he could be, one of those first round guys we're drafting next season.
The only thing that scares me off is the batting average. I don't trust the batting average.
Yeah.
Ryan loves Springer. I'm not totally in love with Springer. Again, the power and speed combo is very nice. But I just, I don't know. The batting average, and considering I have the kind of team usually that's got pretty low batting average, like I tend to draft low batting average teams. I don't know why that's a concern to me, but for whatever reason, that's my don't draft Springer rule. I don't trust the batting average.
Yeah, I like him. Not as I don't have him on any team. I've never invested in him. Like out of Betts, Marte, and Springer, like who do you like out of that group best?
Betts, Marte, and Springer.
Marte.
I know what I'm getting with Marte. Betts. Honestly. Well, all right. That's actually that's kind of a toss up in a lot of ways. All three of those guys are playing for really good offenses.
Yeah.
And you know what? And all right, so here's the other thing. I don't have any shares of either, like any of those guys. I have no Marte, no Springer, no. So I'm not drafting an outfielder at that point in most drafts that I've done. So I don't think any of those guys are guys I'm reaching for. But if I had to pick, I'd probably go Betts.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't. Other than, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't have any shares of Betts or Springer. I think I have one Marte. And I like getting this. I get them a lot in mocks, just not in real drafts.
Okay. Yeah, I guess to me, Marte would be like the quote-unquote safest.
Mm-hmm.
But Betts, I think I like the upside of. And again, I'm biased. Like, I have a bias. Like, even if I'm wrong, and I'm very well open, I'm open to admitting that I could be wrong. Ryan and I, the way we're so competitive with each other, like, even if I'm wrong, like, I kind of just don't want to like Ryan's players. And since Springer's a Ryan guy, I'm just like, no Springer for me. All right, here we go. Here's the Cesar Hernandez Ryan's going to get him for $2.
Yeah, I generally like, when it comes to guys like Springer or even Stanton, I kind of look at the injury risk and like, I don't know if I want them. I find myself drafting safe guys that don't get injured a ton.
Right. Well, but so a lot of that has to, as a fan, like watching those players, you love watching these guys that are all out.
Especially Stanton, hitting those home runs, and except for when he's hitting them against the Cardinals. Oh man, I remember like one monster one he hit against the Cardinals. And it was...
All right. There's my J money, and he's out of my price range already.
Auto draft team that took Springer.
Yeah, I like J up. I like.
Yeah.
I keep waiting. I said it before. I said it in the last round. I keep waiting for this guy to have his career year. And
okay. I was super down on him last year just because of where he was, but I mean, he had a decent season, and he's going to a much better team now.
Yeah. You know what was interesting about Upton is his stolen bases were like, that's kind of what carried his value last year. I mean,
most of them were in the first half, though.
Yeah.
I think he had 1 or 2 stolen bases in the second half.
Okay. Yeah, well, I mean, that's the thing is I think he was waiting for a trade that just never happened. You know, I don't know what San Diego was doing that they didn't trade him.
I think San Diego did horribly last offseason. I mean, some people love the move, but now they got no minor leaguers, and their team's not good. Like, I have no idea what they were thinking. And I don't like Upton. I love in Roto, but I don't take him in head-to-head just because of the streakiness.
Okay. Yeah, that is
in the end, but
that is kind of the. I guess if there is one major, I mean, he puts up serviceable numbers, but that's the thing. Like, you're looking at it at the end of the day, at the end of the season, the overall picture is pretty decent for most of the time for Upton. But he's one of those guys that like had a huge April, like half of a May, and then like no June or July. You haven't heard from him in a while, and then all of a sudden like August he's back. You know what I mean? So like, but yeah, like half the season, in the dog days of summer, you're sitting there like, when is Upton gonna hit a home run again? Yeah, trust me, I'm very, very familiar with that, like, being a dynasty owner. I mean,
I think it's unfair, too, because he had so much hype coming up with the D-backs, and people thought he's going to be amazing, and instead he was just very good, and that kind of disappointed people.
Yeah, well, I mean, again, you expect, and that was all right, so they drafted him as a shortstop out of high school. and that was a very, very like deep draft class. So that was one of those ones where like, but again, that was the same draft class I think as like Tulo and I mean, so there was competition in that draft. That was one of those number one overalls you had to get right, and I still think the D-backs got it right. They just fucked up his development. They didn't bring him along right. They put too much. I mean, when you're like 22 years old or something like that, and they're naming the outfield bleachers after you, Uptown, like that's putting a lot of pressure on a kid that's not necessarily like a media. He was never very media. I'm not gonna say savvy, but he's just not a guy that wants to be in the media.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't know. And so like just when Kevin Towers came in, and year one, first thing he starts doing is devaluing Upton.
Yeah.
Trade him away. Like let's talk about trade. Everybody's available for trade, especially this guy Upton. And then, the owner talking smack in the press. Like I don't think he's given us his all. And
except for all the gritty guys, they'd never trade the gritty guys.
Oh, they love their grit and grind. The Hoagies and Grinders era of the D-backs. Jeez. Yeah, I mean, that was what was so funny. They traded Upton, and then like a year later, they're like, oh, whoops, we need to go back and get some more outfield power and pay more for that than we were even paying J-Up. So
yeah.
Off season between 2010 and 2011, I guess it was. Was it 2010 and 2011? I'm trying to remember. Yeah, the year after we lost to the Brewers in that first round of the playoffs. Like,
oh yeah, that was 2011 because the Cardinals went on to play the Brewers. I remember that.
That's right. Yeah, it was a series that Braun was juiced out of his mind. Okay, here we go. We got a big ticket on Abreu, but I'm gonna get in on that. See if he keeps going. Hopefully he doesn't keep going up.
Yeah, that's the one thing. Like, if I can get Abreu for $11 less than Rizzo, I would definitely take that.
I mean, I had to pay a little bit more than he's probably valued, but
well, I mean, the first basemans are quickly dropping off. I think is Chris Davis. I think that might be the last guy.
Yeah, Davis is still there, and I mean Davis wouldn't have been bad. I just like when I've got an Arenado right here.
Oh yeah.
I like to pair him with a nice first baseman. You know what I mean? You got that power corners and.
I mean, for me, it's like if at the end of the year Jose Abreu won MVP, like I wouldn't be surprised. I would be surprised because that would mean the White Sox were probably in the playoffs. But like him with his stats, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah. Let's get Mr. Jones out of here. Counting crows.
I think Jones is undervalued in snake drafts and overvalued in auction drafts.
Yeah.
Okay, I got my eye on somebody. I think I'm trying to hold off spending any money till I get him.
Okay. Well, let's see. I'm going to take a quick peek here at the money. So, all right. So there's a couple people kind of hovering around the 150 range. You're at 120, but you spent you got a little bit more than.
Yeah. Yeah, like Ryan at 150, but I'll say he got Cesar Hernandez, 2, Seager, Grom, Trout. Yeah.
Yeah. This guy down here, Mark, he's got 3 players and still has only spent $65.
Yeah. In terms of batting, he's getting all the guys I don't like necessarily.
Who's that?
Carlos Gonzalez and Adam Jones.
Yeah.
Like Carlos Gonzalez, last year it was just insane what he did in the second half. Yeah. I
mean, that's Cargo when he's healthy. I mean, honestly, like I love healthy Cargo, but when is Cargo healthy? That's the thing. I mean,
and if he is healthy, are they going to trade him out of Coors Field?
Right.
And
Although,
if he's healthy, he's the most likely of those outfield candidates to leave.
yeah. The thing about Cargo though is his stats on the road match his home stats. So he's not one of these guys that's completely inflated by Coors Field.
Yeah.
Like he hits wherever he goes, kind of. So that's again, it's just we're as dynasty players and dynasty owners, we're so biased. Like you hit that age 30, and it's like you might as well be dead. Like
yeah. Well, I think it's a combination of injury and age. Like that adds a little bit more to it.
yeah. Cargo's one of those guys. I mean, he's it's just always like small nagging stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like he's just. But when he's healthy, man, I love Cargo. Like I've always been a big Cargo guy, but.
I like Cargo just because he's connected to the Holiday trade. You know, to Oakland trading Holiday and Holiday going to the Cardinals.
Yeah. Oh, that was one of the worst D-backs moves ever. Trading Cargo.
Wasn't it Oakland?
Yeah, it was when we got the Dan Herron deal in 08 that we didn't need, and it ended up being bogus just because, you know, we wanted that 1-2, two aces thing, and Brandon Webb torn labrum, and that was that, and Dan Herron never really delivered what we paid for, and
Cardinals should have never traded Herron, though. Like, he would have been a good... I don't even remember who they got from them, so obviously they didn't get anybody good, but, like...
Right.
He would have been a good rotation guy to have back then.
That's an interesting question. Who did they?
Yeah.
Was that... who
like
was it? Was it
he came up
Mulder?
with the Cardinals. He pitched 1 year with the Cardinals, I think. But.
Yeah. Who was it that the Cardinals traded for? Was it Mulder or...
Oh, yeah, no, they did get... I know they did have Mulder for 1 year. And then he was another year, but he was injured that entire year. I never liked that trade.
I'm trying to remember. Yeah, I'm trying to remember if that was like...
Was that? It might have been the Mulder deal.
Again, that was a long time ago. I've cooked too many brain cells since then, but... yeah, I'm trying to... I think that might have been what it was. Not positive, but... I don't know. If anybody remembers who that was.
All right, there's the last good first baseman off the board.
There he goes.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Good luck.
You can tell him in the hallway.
Why are you in a hallway?
Because I can't live stream with my roommate.
All right, so...
Schwarber.
Hallway?
Not bidding on Schwarber.
No Schwarber?
Nope, I never draft him. Like I don't like he. I kind of view him like I view Chris Davis. I don't like low average, high power guys. I kind of put a priority on my average.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I think
I did like Schwarber a lot more earlier before they signed Fowler.
Yeah, well, obviously the whole playing time thing changes, but I mean, he's going to be in that lineup enough that.
Oh yeah.
This is actually a good value for like that was the most reasonable price I've seen paid for Schwarber. Like
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
auction or like head-to-head snake normal. You know, like any normal snake draft, like. Schwarber there's always like the Cubs tax. There's somebody reaching early, or so that was like again value wise right down the middle, $22 on Schwarber. That's not, you know, nobody went nuts.
Yeah.
It's like a rare thing. Price. I'm gonna throw $1 on that.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, people, you know, keep saying, you know, oh, he's in the AL East when Fenway with the Red Sox, like, but he was with Tampa and then Toronto.
Yeah, he spent his whole career.
Yeah. I never get that argument.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean he has zero interest in leaving the AL East. I'm surprised. Like, I had sort of hoped maybe the D-backs would go for Price instead of, you know.
He was 1 day away from signing with the Cardinals. 1 day. He woke up, thought he was going to the Cardinals when his agent called him and told him what Boston offered.
Okay.
And Boston came to with their word. They said they'd pay $30 million more than anybody else, and they offered about $30 million more than the Cardinals did. So.
Wow.
And then we ended up with Mike Leake, who is no David Price.
Nope. And what was funny about Leake is that he wanted to pitch for the D-backs really bad.
Yeah, he did.
And they didn't even throw him a bone, like nothing.
Yeah, Leake's obviously not a great pitcher, but I'm pretty familiar with him being with the Reds his entire career and seeing him pitch against the Cardinals. Like, he's one of those inning eaters guys that'll give you a 3.50 ERA and a ground ball pitcher. Like,
oh yeah.
I didn't understand why the Diamondbacks. Like, I was reading all that in the offseason. Like, why aren't the Diamondbacks getting in on this guy? He's saying he's interested.
They got their young pitching. I mean, they're happy with their 4s and 5s. I mean, that's the thing is we got, they went out, spent big and got the 1 and 2, with Greinke and Miller, but the back end of that rotation outside of like Corbin, it's just a bunch of again, they got high upside 4s and 5s with like Robbie Ray and what's his name? Ruby.
Archie Bradley.
Well, Bradley got sent back down again, but I'm thinking what's his name? Ruby or Ruby
De La Rosa. Yeah.
Yeah, he's
done last year, but
well, he's that's the thing is he's kind of like a Trevor Bauer, where it's like if you selectively start him, you might actually get good games out of him. I mean, it's just a matter of like picking and choosing which game is it going to be? Is it going to be the one? Which Ruby De La Rosa am I getting here? You either get that one where he's out there dominating and getting like 10 strikeouts in 6 innings, or you got the one where he's giving up 10 runs in half an inning. So
yeah, I had him in a pretty deep league last year, and I always felt like I started him on the wrong days.
Okay.
In 2021, the Houston Astros will win the World Series.
I mean, they could win this year.
Why is it that far off?
Because the prospects need to develop.
The prospects are here now. Like, I mean, that's the thing is, I mean, they're like now.
AJ Reed,
he's like
Correa. Their pitching staff's not elite, but okay. I mean, they got Keuchel, obviously, is the number one.
They got pieces to move if they need to make a trade.
Yeah.
That's the other thing.
And if Carlos Gomez can have a bounce-back season.
Eesh.
I'm never excited about Adrian Gonzalez, even though he puts up the same stats every year. I guess it's, again, that dynasty bias where I'm waiting like, okay, he's old. When is that year where he drops off?
Yeah. No, but I mean, he's a glue guy. I mean, it's just he's just not a sexy pick, but you get him decent value. I mean,
yeah. Still waiting for my guy to be nominated.
Okay.
Scotty.
No, not him. Although I do want him later. And that'd be a nice round out to my outfield. Scotty's still tearing it up this spring. I think he's got 373 batting average, 467 on base percentage. I think he was batting like 500 at one point. I mean, I've been waiting for him forever. I mean, he always seems like he was one of the top prospects down there, but never came up.
How old is it?
He's like 24 or 25. He's kind of old for like a prospect, sorta, but I wonder who Ryan's waiting on.
The Scotty, though, I mean, okay, there we go.
Oh, Scotty's out there.
Yeah, so who nominated him? Was that Ryan?
Alex.
Alex? Okay.
I always said $8 was my max on the Scotty with auctions. Like, not
That's
going
max?
anymore. Yeah.
Go 10. Come on, he's your guy.
Yep, a 10.
No?
I think I'd rather continue with my kind of good running team kind of thing I'm doing. So.
Okay.
Well, you won't be high in the standings.
All right, so Alex is peacing out. He's gonna
All
grab
right.
some. He's gonna grab some couch. Call it an evening.
Yeah, thanks for joining, Alex. See your team. I mean, stars and scrubs, it's a strategy. Been up on Bumgarner there. I mean, he's not going for that much.
No, I'll get it. I mean, I'll stay in this for a minute. Okay, Donnie, you're out of your fucking element, Donnie.
Donnie.
All right, now I'm letting it ride. 30 was my max on Mad Bum.
I kind of like, after a certain amount of time being with the Giants, I kind of start distrusting pitchers. Like, when are they going to go all Lincecum or Matt Cain?
Or Russ Ortiz.
Yeah. I mean, and Bumgarner's actually been shelled this spring. Like, obviously it's spring. Maybe he's working on something new, but I don't know. I kind even though he hasn't shown anything to make me think otherwise, but I just really just distrust him.
Okay.
All those innings.
Ooh.
Okay, so
All right, who don't want to get off the board here? And let's see how much a closer will go for. Okay, so auto bid team goes 16.
that's not. I mean, that's.
Yeah,
Not
I tend to not
entirely
pay
out
for
of
closers though in auction.
I'll jump on one.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty nice. He's one of the most solid closers when it comes to his job.
I'll jump on that. I mean, basically 50 cents over his average there.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I don't know, I would probably say he's the top closer this year, obviously because Chapman suspended it. I do think I like him a little bit over Craig Kimbrell.
Okay, you got him over Davis too?
Ooh, I forgot about Davis. No, I probably have Davis over him.
Okay. But again, closing, like, there's that top tier, the big three that everybody knows, and then there's like that tier 2, which is really tier like 1B with like Drew Familia and Cody Allen. So like
Britton.
Right. Like you can still get some really good closers, kind of slightly less expensive.
And then after that, it's just everybody else.
Right.
It's like 10.
Just roll the dice.
Yeah. I mean, I would put Osuna in that 1B group if they just say he's gonna close. But.
Yeah, no, honestly, I mean, he's up there with Familia if we know for a fact that he's closing.
Yeah.
But we don't, and honestly, because of the whole arbitration thing, I'm guessing it's most likely that they go with Storen.
Yeah, I mean, that's all what I've been reading so far, and Storen seems like the guy. Which, I mean, okay, but if Storen struggles right out of the gate, you think they change pretty quick?
Maybe.
It's tempted to go another dollar on Cole there.
Yeah.
Do it.
Yeah.
I mean, Osuna, like, that's the thing. All right, so he had a Tommy John when he was like 15 or 16 pitching in Mexico. I don't know why. Like, he's very comfortable. He wants to be the closer, and so like that's kind of what happened with Chapman. Like Chapman didn't have the TJ, but he wanted to be closer. He embraced the role of closer, and since closer is sort of like, I don't know, you got to have that. They call it the closer's mentality.
Mm-hmm.
If there's a guy that like has that, wants that, like I think you kind of run with that. I don't know. I don't know why Toronto wants to turn Osuna into a starter, but
I don't either. Like, I think it'll turn out just the way it turned out with Chapman.
yeah. But again, like if it ain't broke, don't fix it. The guy wants to be in the bullpen, let him be in the bullpen. Let him close out games.
And I mean, I know Drew Storen was really good in the first half last year, but he hasn't been a good closer since 2012, really.
Yeah.
He's been more like the middle, okay kind of setup guy.
That ends up closing, right?
Yeah.
But yeah.
Remember when JP Howell was good?
No.
He was never good. I mean, he was not for fantasy purposes anyway. I mean, I guess he was okay with the Dodgers. Couple of these teams really gone down money. 19, 66, 41.
Yeah. Well, but that's I mean, if it's the kind of league where people spend, the money will drop off fast. So this league's actually kind of stuck like right down the middle, like where some of us have spent and others have not spent.
Ryan really wants Harvey.
This is actually
wow.
Wow, Ryan, you're getting aggressive, buddy.
Don't let him get him.
Oh. I mean, how much did Scherzer go for?
I don't know. I mean, I'd
think
rather
less
have,
for that.
I mean, I paid 30 for sale, 27 for price, so Harvey going for 39. I mean, I like Harvey as much as everybody, but I guess not that much. Whoa. It's a mock. Hey, it's a mock. It's okay. It's mock. We'll mock our smocks off.
Woo! Matt Carpenter. Oh man, I want to get in on it, but I don't need him. Not even
for an extra buck. For $1 more. Put him in second base. Come on.
Oh,
Or
man.
third.
I'm going. Okay.
Woo!
Mark bit over me. I'm gonna let Mark have him just so Mark's broke.
Fair enough. All right. Yeah, Mark's. Let me look at his team real quick. I'm supposed to be nominating, but wow. Okay, so he's got. Wow. Basically a full offense.
Oh yeah. Schwarber, Davis, Gordon.
It's actually not. It's not insane what Mark did there. I mean, I'd still like.
Ryan's trying to do his version of Tom's Chicago piano.
That's not your version.
Not your version.
Dude, I made that up too. That's not your version of anything, Ryan. They're all my strategies. These are my novelty strategies. Quit trying to take credit for something that's mine. Oh, that's the Mets pitching strategy. That ain't yours. That's mine.
So I guess he's gonna get Syndergaard next then.
Yeah, that's his plan. Or that's, you know what? I'm not even gonna let it happen. I'm gonna get in the way of this.
Moose Darkness. Interesting.
The moose is loose. And here he is going, like, this guy's got $217, this Richie dude. Like, what is going on? How is he not... How is he... What is happening? What is happening? So he's on auto bid, but his team hasn't selected anything other than, like, J.D. Martinez and Johnny Cueto. Like,
and actually, he drafted that, and the auto team drafted Cueto, but he actually drafted the first guy. But yeah, it's weird that he's not into it. I don't like his average is going to go down.
Mustaf, all right. I don't know what to make of him. He's one of these guys. Like last year, he really. I mean, that was amazing. Like he finally put up decent, like adequate, serviceable, not adequate, but okay, acceptable fantasy numbers. And those of us, especially dynasty nerds like us, you've been sitting around waiting for that for like damn near 5 years, right? Like,
yeah, he's both of them. Like both, I think about Eric Hosmer and Mike Moustakas. They're ups and downs, both of them.
I mean, they're all right. So, to everybody's credit, I mean, again, everybody was talking about way, way back. Everybody's like, oh, the Royals and the Royals farm system and the Royals have so much talent. They're gonna win the World Series one day, right? Like, obviously, it came true, right? But like, none of those players is really like fantasy-wise, like, woo-wee, sexy.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, they have the #1 closer, but besides that, they don't like have near the top in any one position.
No, not at all. Yeah, which is.
Isn't Gonzalez like 15?
I mean, I think they rubbed off on the rest of the baseball, too. I don't think the Yankees would have those 3 relievers without seeing what the Royals have done with their bullpen.
Yeah. Gotta have a stacked pen. Although, but again, they got younger starters for the most part, like, right? Like, you need a bullpen when you got guys like Giordano Ventura.
Yeah, I actually heard while I was watching the Cardinals game, the ESPN guys were talking about the Yankees and their possibility of going with a 6-man rotation.
For the Yankees? Wow.
Yeah, because they talking about Sabathia and Nova, like going over that 5th spot. Like they might go just 6 rotation to get them both in. Which why do you even want Sabathia in your rotation? It's already lost money. You don't need to start him. I hate teams that do that. It's like, well, we're paying this guy a bunch of money. We might as well play him, even though he's gonna stink.
All right. So the whole quitting the boost thing for him. I mean, honestly, if Sabathia, I have not paid attention to Grapefruit League and Yankees necessarily. So I'm curious. All right, I'm in the middle of this with Ryan. I'm gonna see how much he's gonna.
Yeah, I just nominated him just to see what would happen.
Sabathia, though, I mean, for so many years, Ryan and I watched him go back and forth with Brandon Webb. Brandon Webb was literally on the doorstep of signing a Sabathia type contract, and then the Labrum thing happened. So they were both. I mean, again, they were both just so good back in the day. Players I don't know. Maybe it's just like we need to bring steroids back or something. These players just don't last the way they used to. It's tragic.
Yeah. I think open use of it, but I think using some of that banned substance to help recovering from an injury, I don't disagree with that. Get those guys back from injury so you can watch your stars play.
Right. Well, no, yeah. I mean, that's the thing. There's so much money invested on every angle of the sport that it's like, why wouldn't you want these guys to rehab as fast as possible? Why wouldn't you want to use the medical science to your advantage? That's kind of the thing about baseball that I don't necessarily understand. I mean,
and everyone looks back at that and oh, it's the steroid era, but baseball knew exactly what was going on back then, and even though they kind of disassociate everybody now, they knew people were doing it back then. They just wanted interest back in baseball after the strike.
Oh yeah, Bud Selig. I mean, he's as guilty for all that as anybody. I mean, honestly, all Bud Selig did was deflect blame from himself and throw the players under the bus, essentially. I mean, really, all he had to come out and say was "Hey, it worked. Y'all showed up. You weren't complaining when you were milling through the turnstiles at a record pace."
I mean, today, the Cubs do not associate with Sammy Sosa, but I mean, back then, a lot of people don't like him, but back then, everyone loved watching him. He was such an awesome player to watch.
Oh yeah.
Now, I don't think they even invited him to the stadium when they made the playoffs last year.
I'm sure not. But again, it's the corked bat. I think the corked bat was that straw that broke the camel's back in that sense. That was just wrong time, wrong thing at the wrong time in the middle of all that steroids heat, and just, I mean, cork bat, that's just embarrassing.
What does that mean?
All right, so for like baseball bats have to be roughly a certain weight, and you can like improve your bat speed to hit more home runs if you like hollow out the bat and fill it with cork instead of, what it normally is, solid wood. So it's basically a bat that's like drilled out to be lighter, and they usually use those sorts of bats for like BP, home run derby, fun stuff. But for one thing, they're dangerous because they're more likely to splinter and shatter open and like hurt somebody. But yeah, I mean, it's another way to kind of cheat. But that's the thing. I mean, baseball, when you got a category about stealing,
Yeah.
the whole game's built on cheating and lying and tricking your opponent, as far as I'm concerned. Like, that's kind of the beauty of it, Like
Yeah.
stealing signs and.
I mean, if you look at the league today, it's all pitcher. Like, offense is way down. Like, I mean, there's certain balance you want to have, but I would definitely say, like, it's way too far towards pitching at the moment.
Yeah. Well, that's all right. So that was, I mean, as much as we were saying, all right, it's the era of pitching. One thing was interesting last year is that home run totals went back up quite a bit.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Okay.
Ryan and I are joking about, like, are they winding the balls tighter again? Because that was the thing. All right, so 2001, what was it, when Barry Bonds had his 73 and Luis Gonzalez had his 57 or something like that?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, juice balls. It wasn't necessarily, like, even the players being juiced, but it was the whole juice ball, like, wind the balls tighter, they got more pop. Like, I don't know.
I like to know at that price. I think Yahoo has his average cost way too low.
I'm gonna go one more dollar on here and see what's up here. Ryan, you're out? Okay. Alright, I don't mind a little Sano action. That's
Yeah, that was a good price for him. I was really tempted. Like, I feel like I'm missing on some of these guys just because I'm waiting for the one particular guy.
okay.
Scotty.
Scotty's gone.
Yeah, Scotty already went for, like, what was it, $12 or
$9.
something?
Oh.
$9? Okay.
Sorry.
Oh man, yeah. Okay, so we're starting to spend money now. Money is being spent. You're still holding out for a couple of players, right? So you're kind of holding on to your money for a minute, but
Well, now for two guys specifically.
Okay.
One of them is the current top-ranked guy. I want him to be my ace for the team, Archer.
okay.
I'm waiting on him for Franco. It's interesting.
Michael Franco.
This I'm curious to see what happens here.
I mean, no one bid. Yeah, I was gonna say if no one bids on him, like, yeah, I'll jump in on that. Like, even $10, I'll jump in on that.
Well, it's Michael Franco. You should.
Everybody loves Franco. Everybody
Okay,
got
now-
price for the Franco.
Bid.
All right. Wow. Okay. All right. But see, this is the thing. I don't know if I can say this enough. Like, Franco is just like oh my God, he's like the guy you have to have, that everybody's got to have this year.
Yeah.
And it's funny because again, I'm coming from a position where, especially like our dynasty leagues, I held on to him for 3 seasons, and I literally couldn't trade him for a fucking snot rocket, a booger.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's like it's just like huge hype, and it's just funny, like, consider, and this is how it was with AJ Pollock too. Like, I couldn't trade him for anything, and people are like, AJ Pollock, ew, like, they're offended that you offer him AJ Pollock in a trade.
Mm-hmm.
The next thing you know, he's putting up, top 10 value.
Should have joined that dynasty leagues earlier and just gotten Franco from you before the whole spring training, because obviously now I couldn't get him cheap.
No, well, I mean, that's the thing, is I've still got him sitting there, on the
Yeah.
trade block. I mean, I'll still move him, but I'm looking to consolidate roster, so I'll like package him with Mats for something. You know what I mean? Like,
And I don't get why people are so scared of Felix. I think he'll have a huge bounce back season. I actually kind of regret it though.
okay,
It was actually in my dynasty draft I've been in with 7 years. So I had been horrible that year. I had the first pick, and this was when Jose Abreu was first coming into the majors. So obviously he was going to be my first pick.
right.
A guy offered me Felix Hernandez for my first pick, and back then I rationalized like, well, Jose Abreu's never played, so I got to take the ace.
Right. Like, yeah. No, trust me. I mean, known quantity or roll the dice with the pick. Like, yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna argue against that, but like the thing with me with King Felix for me is just a lot of mileage on that
Oh
arm.
yeah, kind of like
Um,
Bumgardner.
Yeah, just I mean, trying to think how
James wants to know how his first auction is
first
going.
auction for James. Well, he's spending the money right. I mean, I'll give him that.
Oh yeah.
Park here for throw a 5 spot on Park. All right, let me go to James's team real quick. Take a look.
Yeah, I mean he's got a good ace there, Cole.
Yeah, I mean he's probably all right.
A lot of
So
power.
definitely lots of power. He's kind of got. Might need. He probably needs a little more stolen bases to match with Pollock. But I mean, all right. So I mean, honestly, probably he needs pitching.
Oh yeah.
But
Curious how much Wayno goes for. 15. I'd probably take him there.
yeah,
Wayno is like if out of all the players that I've seen, besides probably even more than Joe Kelly, like Adam Wainwright's the funniest guy in baseball, probably.
yeah. Well, I just love that story about him and what was it, like one of the first baseball drafts that was done this year.
Yeah.
I guess he was watching it somehow, or it was streamed online or something, and he called in and he was complaining about why am I in the 7th round, and that's just kind of it's kind of funny to think he'd be paying attention to his own value in a draft, like
Yeah. Yeah, if they during a game that he's not starting, if they pan to him in the dugout, he'll either be messing with someone or he'll just be dancing. Like
doing
it's
crazy
kind of
stuff.
what he does.
Yeah.
He'll challenge like the cops that are standing there to dance offs. Okay, so you get a bit of Archer there.
Yeah, I'm gonna get in on Archer here. I kind of want to what is your I mean, you got more money than I. Okay, so you don't have an ace.
I don't have a starter now.
So you need. I mean,
He was the last guy on the board that I felt comfortable with being number one. I probably would have gone 30.
yeah. Okay. Yeah, I was curious to see like how high you might have gone on that.
Yeah.
I mean, again,
Probably
I don't
should have gone
understand.
Wayno. Yeah, like he was a great value. But I don't know, I like Archer strikeouts, and there's really no number one aces left on the board.
Right.
And I kind of felt comfortable spending the money because it was like early. I didn't want to nominate him earlier because a ton of people had more money than me, and I was kind of lower end. But now everyone's kind of evened out now.
Yeah.
Except for Richie, the team that's auto drafting. Like, why isn't the auto drafting team drafting anybody?
He must have set a queue or something. That's weird.
Urban Santana. Okay.
I mean,
I don't think I want Santana for $2.
no. I mean, I don't know. He's a guy that like I would put him as a watch list player.
Yeah, spot start kind of guy, right matchup.
I mean, he'll find his way like into somebody's fantasy rotation. He'll be, as long as he's healthy and as long as he's not. Again, I think Yahoo had a little joke in their news about him, like as long as he's not suspended for steroids.
Cliff Pennington. Now this is a guy that shouldn't be drafted.
Yeah, I don't know why Pennington's even thrown into the mix here.
Let's see. What's Donald's team look? But Donald has a second baseman, a third baseman, and a shortstop. Does he really want Pennington for his outfield, or is it like a?
That's probably just a utility grab. I don't know. I don't know.
Even for utility, it's like he shouldn't even be drafted in a 14 league, and then probably not even in a 16-team league.
No, he didn't. Yeah, he wasn't drafted in the league we did earlier tonight. Must just be a flex position sort of thing. Maybe he's got a little roto strategy. He likes to have that stash guy or something. I don't know.
I was kind of hoping to get Bogey here, but didn't want to spend more than 16 on him.
I'll go 18.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, it's not in value terms, I would probably rank as high as 23 just with my team makeup, but don't really want him because technically, even though Machado's in my third base slot, he's my shortstop.
That's right. I forgot you had Macho Man. Okay, I do need to start filling out my offense a little bit. It's time to start spending money.
Spend money.
Yeah, I'm actually sitting on more money than I should be right now.
I don't know why Yahoo is so optimistic on Freeman. Like, they're so optimistic on him.
Yeah, but this is still criminally undervalued.
Is it? That would be a career high in home runs for him.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I can't let him go for, like, below his projected value.
Yeah, but his average has declined 3 years in a row. Last year, he hasn't hit 20 home runs in 2 years. Obviously, last year was pretty gross before he got injured.
Yeah. No, I mean, it almost sounds like they built their new ballpark just for him, though, in a lot of ways.
Well, there's no other name guys they have.
Well, but I mean, specifically, like, I think they tailored it. Like, so they're, they love Freeman.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I mean, it's like, let's wait a year.
I feel like they won't be good enough before, like, they'll have to sign. Is he signed to a long-term contract, or is he still, like, arbitration kind of?
I think he's still arbitration. Ryan would know. Ryan should remember.
I mean, are they going to be good enough by the time before he hits free agency?
Yeah.
They do have a lot of young minor leaguers.
Well,
especially
the
Colby
thing.
Allard.
Yeah. They got a lot of guys that are very, very close to the majors. And
they don't have a lot of hitting, though. They have a lot of pitching.
No, they're always. I mean, that's how the Braves won in the past.
Yeah. I mean, they have Hector Olivera, but he's 30. It's not like he's going to be around a ton of time.
Olivera is an interesting guy to me. I mean,
yeah,
probably going to hit for a relatively decent average, but I don't know. Like, he's kind of one of those. He's probably the wild card in terms of like what the Braves have going on. I mean, I still think the Braves are going to be a little bit better than people are kind of assuming.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think it's pretty safe to say their lineup's going to be the worst lineup in baseball. But, I mean, they don't have that bad of a pitching staff. Depending on how some guys fill out. Like, Matt Weisler, kind of interested to see what he does this year. Because he's a highly touted prospect. Do I want to jump in on Lester here?
Okay, so I have a question.
I'm off of Lester. Lester's. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean he's gonna get a ton of wins. But...
Well, yeah, he'll get you wins, but see that's the thing is like go look at he's like an every other year guy.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you look at Lester's career numbers, just year by year, like ERA's up 1 year, down another. Up 1 year, down another. So he's kind of this like roller coaster of like almost really awesome and then kind of a disappointment. And he's on the wrong side of 30, so
Yeah. Okay, got the bot to pay more, I guess. I wouldn't mind Kipnis at $13 with the team I'm building, where I'm trying to get a little bit of power, a little bit of stolen bases with everybody.
yeah.
Trevor Story. I wonder how much he goes for with the news that he's probably going to be the starting shortstop.
He's a guy that's I don't know what his value. Like, how do you place a
Dollar
option
value on him.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it's definitely more than $2 or whatever, given that he's a starter. But
I'll let him go for that. Although I really if it was an actual draft, I don't know. I mean, I kind of like maybe grabbing Suarez late instead. It'll be cheaper. And I think in an actual draft, he'd probably go for more anyway.
yeah. Well, I'm just with the unknown of Story, and we still have a Lindor sitting here.
Yeah, I was thinking about him too when I was thinking about not drafting.
I mean, I'd rather pay twice the money for all right. So Story goes for $6 and Lindor goes for 12, as he's got his averages here.
Yeah,
I'm comfortable paying double the price for a slightly more known thing. I don't know.
Yeah, I probably would be too. Even though I'm not the biggest Lindor fan, I'd probably agree with that.
The thing about Lindor that I really like is that he came in slow. He didn't hit 300 out of the gate. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
What happened was, he came in cold, basically, and figured out the league as he progressed. It wasn't came in hot and the league figured him out and he cooled off. He got better as he played more. So, Lindor's a guy that was always supposed to hit for decent average, just not that soon.
Mm-hmm. See, that's the kind of thing, though. I kind of feel like he was touted as a glove first kind of prospect, and that's kind of what makes me nervous about him.
What is that?
Glove first. All right, meaning his glove, he was ready to play in the major leagues defensively 2-3 seasons ago, but they were waiting for the bat to come around, obviously, and he would. Again, when these prospects when they say glove first, it doesn't necessarily mean all he's good at is defense, but just means
when I
that's
hear glove first, I think of the Ryan Terriots of the world, and obviously he's not that bad, but that's kind of my mental picture when I hear glove first.
Ryan the Riot. No, oh god, absolute worst base runner in the history of base running. You've heard of that whole Tootland thing?
Yeah.
Thrown out on the base paths like a nincompoop. A stat which was invented because of Ryan Terriot.
I was kind of worried that the Cardinals might try to get him from the Nationals just to fill their shortstop thing, just because he was available, and I didn't know if anyone else was. I'm glad they didn't.
Right.
Wouldn't have been a happy reunion. Bidding for Chapman there.
Yeah, eat it, Ryan.
Yeah, not bad. I think that's what Cranbrook went for 14, so yeah, Chapman at 216 is pretty good.
Yeah, it's a little more than I don't know.
Although in Roto, I kind of feel like Chapman's a little less valuable because he'll get less saves.
Right.
If head to head, it doesn't really matter. Sure, wait a month.
So how could some ballparks be hitters ballparks and some be not hitter ballparks, pitchers ballparks? Is that can they all be that to be the same or something?
No.
Depends on the altitude and the dimensions at the same time. Colorado, obviously, the thin air.
Yeah, park dimensions are a lot of it.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of factors that go into whether or not a place is a pitcher's park versus a hitter's park.
There isn't
Obviously, the
some
depth.
standard that it has to be.
I think there's like a rough guideline, but I mean, the way they build these ballparks, I mean, they design them to have quirks, like the corners play funny, so like it's kind of like a home field advantage, like your outfielders practice how the ball's going to bounce in the corner.
I was kind of sad the Astros were moving that hill.
Yeah.
That's what made their ballpark unique.
Yeah. What was that? That was like the what was it? It was the old Detroit Stadium where they had like the flagpole way out there in the outfield too, on a hill.
Oh yeah.
Old Tiger
The
Stadium.
Palace?
No. Old Tiger Stadium.
No. Well, I know Detroit.
Not Pistons. We're not talking about basketball.
I thought maybe they're playing the same thing.
How do you feel about Colorado and I think they're raising the walls like 20 feet.
That won't matter.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know. Like, it's not going to help them keep down the offense. I mean, those things are going to turn into triples or doubles, but I don't know how. I haven't looked at the stats to see like how many home runs last year hit would actually clear those walls. I haven't seen those stats, but
all of them.
Honestly,
yeah. Like, I mean, the way Colorado is, like, I've never seen that barely got out.
Yeah.
Like in Colorado, I mean, if you're hitting a home run, like it's way out. Yeah, honestly, I've never seen and we've watched a lot of National League West. It's so rare to see something that's like barely clearing the fence in Colorado. So I don't think that'll have a lot of impact. I think it's just one of those like, lip service sorts of things. I'm trying. Oh, here we go. Let's get rid of Hanley Ramirez.
Oh yeah.
He was like good for like half of like a month for like probably last year.
Who are we talking about?
Hanley Ramirez, wasn't he like good for like a month?
Hanley Ramirez was good like almost 10 years ago.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was like 2 years ago we had that really good first start of the season. They got injured, and then it's the rest of the time.
I mean, honestly, like he
was a lot better when he was a shortstop.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like those numbers are serviceable, sort of, for a shortstop, but even like, again, absolute wrong end of 30, and like that. They're gonna play him at first base. Hey.
Watch him be DH next year.
It's got to be Panda, I think. I mean, Panda's like, I don't even. Jeez, that guy's like, he's gonna need a breathing machine or something, oxygen, just to get out onto the field, hop over the chalk line.
Yeah, I would have took Stroman at 10, but I just wanted to bid up the guy after that because he seemed like he was bidding right after me, so apparently he really wanted him.
Okay. Yeah, that's right. All right, so Ryan mentioned that Hanley had a good first half last season. Okay. He did. I think he hit like 19 home runs before the All-Star break or something like that, so the power was there, but then he...
I was right.
Ryan traded for him trying to make a championship push.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to say he's 100% going to be bad, but it's like I would give him a 60% chance with an 80% chance of injury, like something like that.
Oh yeah,
I think Hunter Pence really good.
Hunter Pence is okay.
He's one of those steady guys.
Yeah, he's glue. He's just not sexy. I mean, he's glue, like Adrian Gonzalez. Like, he's not going to hurt you. If you ended up with Hunter Pence, there's worse things that could happen. Back to your question about pitchers and hitters parks, Bronson. There's all kinds of factors for it, like foul lines, how much room there is between the foul lines and like the stands. There's just a lot of factors that favor pitchers or hitters in certain parks. In addition to altitude, temperature plays a big role. So like warm weather parks, like Arlington, for the Texas Rangers, or Chase. Here we are, in Phoenix. High temperature places, ball's gonna fly no matter what. Like, it's just
the wind in Chicago, another kind of factor.
Yeah, it's blown out towards the lake.
Does colder places have? Is it harder to hit a baseball if it's colder or hotter, or it doesn't matter?
Go do anything when it's really cold, like hammer something or dig something. Like when your hands are cold, things hurt.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and it's like when you hit a baseball that's coming at you at like 95 miles an hour, like I don't care if you got the batting gloves on, like your hands can feel that, and your hands feel that even more in the cold. So,
You need stickums.
I don't. Can you use? I don't think you can use. I mean, that's why you have batting gloves. I mean, I'm guessing stickum. I know it's not kosher for pitchers.
Like, like I remember at one point, like somebody had like some gum or something on their hand or whatever, and make the ball like sticky or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, again, baseball's all about what you can get away with, and yeah, like
Yeah.
they'll use extra sunscreen. They'll use like pine tar, like it's just whatever they can,
And then
whatever they can do
guys
to
like
either get grip or
make it so obvious.
yeah.
How does extra sunscreen help someone?
It's the whole like spitball theory. I mean, again, it just makes the ball do different things.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes it's about like getting more grip on the ball, but other times it's about like the
Yeah.
idea of spitballs making the ball move more, just more erratically than it might. Or,
Yeah,
Who was
Ryan mentioned rosin. That's another substance that helps
yeah.
you control the ball, make it go where you want it to actually go.
Need some pine tar and tobacco juice and
I wouldn't want to play baseball back in those days. That ball must have been gross. Like
it's all
back
covered in
spit all over it. Like it's like I wear batting gloves out to play shortstop when I have to throw it.
Yeah.
Did you play baseball as a kid, Andrew?
No, I didn't. I was homeschooled, so I never really had a chance to play on like a school team or anything.
Why were you homeschooled?
My parents didn't like the public school system.
Can't blame them.
Yeah.
Dude, I love public school. I don't know what you guys are complaining about.
But school sucks.
No, you have no idea what school sucks is actually school sucks, okay?
School sucks in general.
Dude, oh my God. If you had ever spent like, I don't know, any years at a Catholic school the way I did, like I went to Catholic school for basically
I went to
all of
Lutheran school. There's not much difference.
There's a big difference. There's a big difference, trust me. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, no,
Right.
I wouldn't want to go to a Catholic school at all. No way.
I mean, education, like most of the Catholic schools, they're nice places to get an education theoretically. But no, I mean, I remember laughing at public school when kids would be like, "This place sucks. It's like a prison," and I'm laughing. I'm sitting there next to Ryan drinking cherry Pepsi, eating salsa verde Doritos. These kids are complaining about this place is a prison. I'm like, are you kidding me? This is a country club. You have no idea. Like, can't eat in class, can't chew gum. Ryan, why am I a dick, Ryan?
I don't know. He got his pitching strategy. He got all his Mets. Like it's a good-looking team, especially that staff.
Oh yeah,
Got all his Mets.
he did. He's only missing. Well, he's really. I mean, again, he's really only missing. He could put Wheeler in there and get it for a dollar player.
Or Bartolo Colon. I mean, just add him just to have the Mets.
Yeah. Sorry, Ryan. I don't know what I did, but actually, sorry, not sorry.
Oh, you wanted Aroldis Chapman.
Okay. Then you should have paid for him. What are you giving me shit for? I'd like pay another dollar, dumbass. Bite my ass. Ryan giving me business over a dollar. Come on. Put your dollar in and get your guy.
If you don't,
Not paying for pitching early. I kind of like that staff. Archer, Hamill, Salazar.
Yeah. All right, Rendon.
Oh yeah, because that's why Ryan nominated Andrew Miller. He wanted the Yankees relievers. I don't think he got Miller either. I think the guy went $7 on him.
Yeah. Ooh. All right, now Rendon's going for some Do-Re-Mi here.
I was high with Rendon going into this season, but I mean like it says on 2 days ago he had doubled, walked twice.
Okay.
He's been pretty good. And not just because of the stats, it's just encouraging that he seems over his injury.
Yeah.
Do you get fantasy stats for getting walked?
If
It
you have
depends,
on base
yeah.
percentage.
Yeah, like in a standard setup like this, no.
Yeah.
Like there's no. I mean, but yeah, I mean you could do like on base percentage. There's some leagues that actually keep track of walks, which I have no idea why, but
Yeah.
Well,
like
that'd be like super hard. The only way you win is you have like, I don't know, like.
back in the day. All right, let me tell you this. Back in the day when everybody juiced, that was like. All right, that was kind of like in the heyday of the steroids era. Ryan and I used to do these really stats-heavy leagues. Again, you get to a point in your commissioning. You've done a few leagues. You feel like, oh, I'm a cool commish. I'm a good commish. I'm gonna, it's like your 4th year doing a league or something. You're like, let's add a bunch of stats.
Yeah.
And it's just that temptation. You want to add a bunch of stats for whatever
Okay.
reason. And I think we had walks, but that was actually the time where it was like because all those power hitters were just constantly getting walked, like intentionally. Like walks was actually kind of like a okay stat to keep.
Yeah.
But now, now you don't have anybody like walking Barry Bonds with the bases loaded anymore. There's nothing like that going on.
Do you prefer on base percentage or average?
I remember I was at a Rays game, and they walked this guy home. I was so confused.
Okay. Bronson was confused by somebody being walked to load the bases or bring in a run. Yeah, I hear that. For me, though, all right, so average or on base percentage, I think it depends on the league. For most leagues, I'm going to stick with average just because it's simpler and it's what most people know. And as much as, I'm kind of interested in advanced stats, and that's not even really an advanced stat anymore, but just so many times along the way we've decided that it's just better to keep things simple.
Yeah.
And even if we the majority of us are like, oh, let's do some more advanced stats, and it's just I don't know, it keeps it simpler.
It definitely changes the draft. I mean, because on the one hand, if you have on base percentage, I mean, there's a ton of guys that hit for good average, but don't really take a ton of walks. And then on the other side, there's people that hit for terrible averages, but will have a 350 on base percentage. So
because they walk, yeah.
Values players a lot differently.
It does.
Batista would be good and on base, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, all right. So guys like Adam Dunn,
Yeah.
all of a sudden weren't like a black hole, Who else? Mark Reynolds.
Mm.
Oh, I know what I was gonna talk about. Remember when Carlos Pena was good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude. He was like last chance for 30 home runs at first base.
Yeah.
I mean, Pena was. You could get him like late in drafts, like almost in the 100s most of the time.
When I think of Penny, I just think of Moneyball now, just because he was in the movie.
Okay.
Yeah, but I remember when he was pretty good.
Because he played on the Rays for a little bit, and he was my favorite player because he always hit a bunch of home runs. And then, fell off the face of the earth or something like that.
Yeah. I never liked him too much, just because I don't like low average, high home run guys. I had a bias. I never liked that. I don't know. I mean, Adam Dunn could work a walk pretty good. I kind of liked him.
Yeah. Well, that's what I mean. That's my Joey Gallo in our dynasty leagues. I really hope he can hit for at least a halfway acceptable average.
Yeah, 250, 260.
Did you ever check out my?
Yeah, like 260 would be ideal. Like I could totally live with that. That's perfectly acceptable.
And did you ever check my team?
What team?
The stupid dynasty team. Talking to Andrew.
I think I did. Can't can't remember. I was thinking about a couple guys. I know it's really hard. Like I'm looking for some trades, but I can't find anyone like, oh, I can trade him 1-up-for-1 or something like that. It's like I was talking to another guy about who was it?
Is it Nate Dogg?
Yeah, I was with his team. Like he was asking for
He scams people.
two of my hitters, Salvador Perez
Okay.
and one other guy. And like I was trying to work out some trade, but we couldn't really find a fit. Because he wanted to give me like Matt Adams and stuff, and like I'm not interested in that.
Right. Yeah.
Whatever
Nathan.
you want for your pick, come to me. Okay, whatever you want, basically.
It's like,
Yeah,
I feel like Matt Adams could have been that 30 home run guy, but I mean, Cardinals are never going to give him the chance now. They're really sour on him.
Yeah. Well, who? All right. So, who was it they brought in?
Brandon Moss.
Moss. That's right.
And then you got Holiday's been playing at first base like almost every day this spring too.
Really?
They want Tommy Pham out there in the outfield, so it looks like Holiday might be getting some starts at first this season.
Wow.
And Holiday at first has been something the last few years they've talked about but never actually done. But I mean, because he's never played there, but they've done him. He's actually been okay at first base this spring.
Makes sense. I mean, given his age.
I mean, you also got Piscotty too, obviously.
Yeah, they
got a ton of options there with what they want to do at first base. So I can't see Adams really muscling in for a lot of play time.
Unless he hits 30 home runs somehow.
Yeah, can't hit lefties though.
Right. Now,
197 average last year.
We were talking about Rosenthal. Some previous draft, you and I were. And you're talking about how watching him's just kind of like maddening, you know? Cause
It is.
Runners
It's
on.
scary.
Like, I mean, if you look at Rosenthal, you know, the ERA's pretty acceptable. Like, that's not bad. I mean, the strikeouts are good.
Yeah.
Good.
Whip's
ERA
pretty
good.
high.
The whip's massive, and you're saying that, like, again, I don't see maybe nearly as many Cardinals games as you do, obviously.
Yeah.
But you're saying so he's always got like runners on, and it's always
Yeah,
like,
no, he always does. He can walk the bases loaded and then get out of it, but
get out
it's
of
still
it,
like
yeah.
he's walking the bases loaded. I mean,
That-
he'll give up a double, and it's like he'll always get the save. Like, he set career high for Cardinals pitcher for saves, but it's always an adventure.
right. Reminds me of Jose Valverde in some regards.
Oh yeah.
Loved Jose Valverde, but yeah, I don't. Damn.
I kind of feel like I'm not going to pay for closers, so just get 100-something strikeout reliever.
Yeah. Yeah, that Betances Ks per 9 is absurd. That's.
I mean, you have probably, besides Davis, if those three Yankees relievers were all on different teams, you'd have 3 of the top 4 closers on each of the teams.
Yeah.
Miller, Chapman, Betances. Betances would definitely be number 1.
Yeah.
It's like Jeff's going to get Jeff Samardzija. Or not. Joel got in on it.
Yeah.
Surprise Joel. I mean, he's got $27. You're really going to $8?
I mean, he's filling out his pitching staff.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I kind of like the team. I mean, Howard's not going to do a whole lot, but his pitching is pretty good besides Santana.
I was going to say, this is like really safe team. Like, assuming
Yeah.
Santana's not injured, this is just like, I mean, look at that. All these guys are 200 innings. They're innings eaters.
Well, I mean, he does have more injury risk. He's got Braun, Tulowitzki, Encarnacion. All those guys could miss some time, but yeah, it's like in terms of like those safe veterans kind of guys.
Well, yeah, and I think I'm looking mostly at the pitching on that, just the innings eaters. But yeah, the rest of the Beltre, Braun, Ryan Howard, David Ortiz. Has Ryan? All right. Honestly, I don't think I've seen Ryan Howard get drafted in many leagues.
That's because he's going to be platooning this year with Darren Ruff.
Okay. I mean, just I'm surprised to see. He's obviously this guy's like he likes his salty Sea Dogs, his old vets.
Mm-hmm. Darren Ruff was a guy I was really excited about with power potential a couple of years ago, but the Phillies never played him consistently.
No.
Now he's like 28, so.
So James is wondering how does he join us in the chat. I guess you'd have to send him the link.
Yeah, I think James. That's Riz, right? From the.
Yeah.
Yeah, I invited him earlier.
Okay.
He said family members are sleeping, but yeah, he definitely can join.
Link to what?
The Hangout.
Do you have the link you could send him?
No, I never got the link. The only reason I'm in is because when you were streaming it, you switched over to the website and then I just copied it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was wondering how you actually got in. I thought just Tom brought you in.
No, because I thought if I asked, you would say no. I'm like, okay, just do it my
Okay.
Wait, I actually have the link. I have it.
Okay, can you send it to him?
I can,
Don't put it in the general chat. Just send it to him like on the website.
Yeah.
Give me a second. Give me like 5 tries. I looked at it on my phone and it was hard, so I had to go on my computer and then make it full screen, high definition, know how to look at it. Give me 2 tries. Okay.
I gotta say though, Bronson, that was pretty smart to do that. I mean, didn't realize I ever did that.
I'm smart sometimes, just not often.
Bronson. Funny guy. All right, I'm getting Tanaka out of here.
Yeah.
Do not draft Tanaka, everybody. Don't do that.
No.
Stay away. That
Wasn't he
elbow?
the guy like, during the playoffs? He went to like rehab or something like that.
No, that was
No, that's bad. Yeah.
yeah. But Tanaka, basically, that elbow is a ticking time bomb. He's pitching through a torn UCL. So again, Tommy John imminent, and yeesh.
I'm surprised the auto team. That's 100. When is that $105 auto team gonna bid on something?
At this point, he's left like 2 first-round players on the table essentially. It's like ugh.
Quintana's a guy I'll usually grab in my 16-team league for the last starter. Like,
Okay.
he's okay, like for a 16-team league.
Right.
He'll give you 6 innings, give up 3 runs.
Yeah, I mean he's again just like a solid middle of the rotation kind of guy. To not gonna work here anymore. That's correct.
Did you share the link with them, Bronson?
I'm looking. Almost done.
Mark Melanson.
I never get Melanson. I like my closers with strikeouts.
Yeah. I mean the K's numbers aren't terrible,
No. And he's got a out of this world home run rate. I think it was like .2 last year or something. Like he doesn't give up any home runs.
Okay, I think I sent it to him.
There's still a couple guys that are kind of interesting on the board. I mean, you got Lindor, you got Carmart, Carlos Martinez, Yelich.
I need to start rounding out my. Oh, I forgot I ended up with Freddie Freeman for $16. Ah.
Good job, Tom.
I think I feel like I need to go for some offense. I haven't gone offense since I got Marte way back early in the draft.
Right.
So that means I've drafted 4 pitchers in a row.
Yeah, we're all kind of sitting at that same rough dollar amount, you know, like Ryan,
Yeah.
I guess we're all roughly $50 with like 8 players or so. This guy Donald again, $45 left with 6 players remaining.
Yeah.
That's money left on the table.
Can you see me now?
I can hear you. Yeah.
We can hear you, yes. Hey, James.
What's up, guys?
How are you feeling about your draft so far?
I'm feeling pretty wasted on Captain and Coke.
Nice. That's awesome. So yeah, this is your first auction entirely, right?
Whose keyboard is that?
He's going somewhere. I don't know where.
I'm dropping and standing.
Rosie at 11, not bad. Autograph
Do you
team
think?
on him.
Is he?
Oh, come on.
Do you think Rosenthal's the kind of guy that like could lose his closing spot, like Segrist at all?
I mean, they do have some good options in the bullpen. They got Segrist. They got that
Can you guys see me now?
Yep.
career saves guy they got from like.
Was that a yes?
Yes.
Yes, we can.
All right. Okay. Wonderful.
Nicholas did, because you had no lighting.
Yeah, I turned
But,
some
yeah,
lights
there's-
on.
there-
Don't get too attracted, Bronson. You know?
I think he could. I don't think it's likely. I would say like 10% chance, something like that. But
I had to move to a different room. What are you talking about, Andrew?
Rosenthal.
Oh, that's my boy. I had him last year.
I don't know. Do you watch him like consistently, like actually live?
Well, yeah, they play the Cubs quite a bit, and he
Yeah.
gets himself into trouble like all the time.
I know.
However, he packs the heat, and I'm not talking about his dong.
Oh no, yeah. I mean, his fastball, get up there, just if he has the control of it.
No, I mean, like, obviously, he's like a second, third tier closer, but, I mean, I'm not going to, like, not have him on my
Yeah.
team.
Right. I just gotta say it. I just gotta say it because you're a Cubs fan. Down to the last strike last year, Johnny Peralta 2-run home run. Just gotta rub that in.
Oh, you mean like midway through the
Nah.
season? I remember that game.
Yeah.
That was off of Strope, I think.
Yeah, it was Stroke.
Yeah, that's 6
Andrew,
years old.
We don't need to talk about the playoffs though. No, that was just no.
I'm not going to talk crap. The Cardinals own the Cubs in the history of the series, so,
You guys
Oh.
almost in like 03. But you know
To be
that-
honest, like for all the stuff I say about the Cubs, I love that they're good again. Just because that means the rivalry is back. The rivalry got kind of boring. Like it's
Yeah,
boring if you win
because-
every time. I like having the
Because
competition.
the Cards kept dominating, obviously.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like that it's competitive again. That's a good time.
The Pirates are kind of the team that are kind of left out now, and with Cubs' emergence and the Cardinals continued winning. I think the Pirates are gonna. I mean, they lost Neil Walker.
That's a guy I used to draft, but he's like so lame. I can't draft him anymore.
Yeah, but I mean,
he's good.
they don't
for
have
like
a ton of great
$20.
options. I think maybe Josh Harrison will play there, which isn't bad, but
Yeah, Tom.
I mean,
take
if
off
they
your fucking
can
glasses.
turn the rotation into something. But AJ Burnett's gone.
I'm in my laundry room. This is how dedicated I am.
I mean, I'm in the hallway, so
My wife and my young one are sleeping.
Hiding out in the laundry room.
Yeah,
Nice.
hiding out in the fucking laundry room.
What
Such
state
a
are you in,
fucking
Florida?
player.
What state are you in,
Okay.
Florida?
Yeah, Jacksonville, Florida. The home of Donald Trump voters, unfortunately.
So as a Cubs fan, how do you feel about the whole Soler, Fowler, Schwarber situation? Like,
I hope they get rid of somebody. I mean, I hate to impede like youth, but at the same time, like as far as like the immediate future, I mean, Fowler's probably a better option than Soler. Sadly,
mhm.
well, that's as far as consistency goes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I was surprised they hadn't traded Soler already. I thought they would have.
I mean, I will be generally be surprised if they don't trade Soler or Baez or some schmuck for pitching.
Mhm.
Yeah, you got to try to turn some of that into pitching, I think. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, because the pitching they have is all old. I mean,
Except for Arrieta, kind of.
Arrieta's new to the block, but he's nearly 30.
Yeah. And then you see guys sign Lackey, which you're paying
I
for
mean-
a career year with him.
Yeah, I mean, obviously he's going to regress, but at least it was a 2-year deal.
Yeah, and then, I mean, you come playoff time, you're gonna be glad you have him.
Yeah, I mean, and he slides Hendricks and Hamilton where they should be, 4th and 5th spots.
yeah.
Hamill's
I mean,
the kind of guy that I feel like he's undervalued.
He is, and honestly, so is Hendricks. If you look at his peripheral numbers.
Yeah, I know the guys over at CBS really love him. Like I hear about him all the time on their podcast.
I mean, I'm not going to draft him, that high, but if he's my 4th or 5th starter in one of my leagues, okay.
Yeah, I remember him being pretty good when he played the Cardinals. Like, I didn't know too much about him before then. I was like, okay, we're playing their 5th starter, we can win this. And it's like, oh, he's actually pretty good.
I mean, he throws about as fast as I can, or any of us can, but he has good location and he mixes up his pitches.
Ryan's auto bidding. He's getting stuck with Brett Gardner.
I think is Ryan still here?
Nah, he bounced.
I thought so. He actually has a job. What a loser.
No, I don't think he's working tomorrow. I think he's going in late or something.
But he was off.
What a chump.
He wanted to go have some schmoopy time.
I'm on the East Coast, hiding in my laundry room.
I'm on the East Coast. I'm on the East Coast in my bedroom.
And I am in 6th place. God damn. I mean, this is my first auction. I'm going to go ahead and forgive myself.
Oh man, I'm down to 11th.
No, I think yeah.
Right with me at 10th.
Yeah, we're always. I don't know how I'm always.
It's honestly though, I mean,
The
Donald has
standings are
18
garbage.
players. The only reason Donald's in first is because he has 18 players. It's a lot harder with auction drafts when it comes to standings.
Yeah.
I mean, I only have 8 players right now.
I was in
I
first
mean-
place in the league that we had tonight.
I got
I
my
actually felt
hand.
really good about that. I was really nervous about my offense, but I love that.
I caught my hand on the cookie jar at least 3 times.
Oh yeah, I do that all the time.
Who? All right. So who are your cookie jar players here?
Wainwright, however, $16 isn't that bad.
No, that was pretty good.
I would probably never draft Pujols, but $17 isn't terrible if he hits 30 homers.
Yeah.
Cano, not a guy I'd target, but for 16, I wasn't going for him, but I mean, 16 is not ridiculous.
No, it's not, especially with the second half he had last year. I mean, he definitely bounced
But
back.
yeah, those are like my 3 cookie jars, I guess.
Okay.
I should probably hit up pitching here. I only have 2 pitchers.
Yeah, you definitely have a killer offense there.
All you need is 3 pitchers, okay? All you need is 3.
My money is pretty. Oh, okay. Now suddenly, they're more than half the league is below my $34. So.
Yeah, I mean, Ryan just auto draft. Ryan just drafted 4 players in a row.
Yeah.
Oh,
And you got that $94 auto draft guy that's just not doing anything.
I don't get how Cody Allen falls. No, I know this is an auction, but I don't get how Cody Allen falls in so many drafts.
Yeah. Actually, I was really down on him coming into the year, but then I actually looked at his stats and like, why am I so down on him?
You just take a second look at his numbers, you're like, why the fuck?
Yeah, I think it was kind of because he had the rough. Like I only kind of remember his like
The beginning
rough.
of the year.
Yeah.
Well, same with Kluber. I mean, that's why a lot of people are down on Kluber.
Mm-hmm.
Going into May, I think his ERA was like approaching 4.
Oh yeah, his. Ugh. Yeah, I went from wanting to trade for him in our dynasty leagues, like I know he's close to 30, whatever, he's 30. But then that first, month or two, I was like, whoa, not even gonna touch it now,
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
but then obviously he righted the ship, so.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, in a like one and done draft, I would totally take Kluber round 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. I think I would take Archer over him.
Oh yeah, no, I love me some Archer.
James, who do you like in Florida as in baseball?
You mean like I don't like any major league teams. I'm a Cubs fan, but
Well, you live in Florida. You gotta like someone.
FSU baseball.
You gotta not hate someone the least.
You mean like a major league team?
No, I mean a little league team. Yes, a major league team.
Okay, I'm picking up the sarcasm. You're laying it on pretty thick. But anyway, I guess I would hate the Rays the least because the Marlins obviously knocked the Cubs out in 2003.
Okay.
That and their owner is terrible.
And yeah, their owner's a moron.
Oh, 2003. That was the who's that guy's name?
Bartman.
It was fucking Bartman with his
Yeah.
goddamn turtleneck and headphones.
Ryan and I were at the White Sox Dodgers game last Saturday, and there's this White Sox fan with the Bartman jersey, but it was a personalized White Sox jersey with Bartman. Again, he's like, I don't know. We had to take a picture of it. The guy is hilarious. He's like,
What if it was Steve Bartman?
It wasn't. It was just some White
That guy
Sox.
stays out of the public eye. Like,
Yeah,
he
he
never wants to be around ever.
Yeah, he's left Chicago as far as I know.
Like, I think there was something about bringing him to the Cubs playoffs this last year, and he was like,
Oh,
through
yeah,
his
they-
attorney, he was
yeah.
like, no, I don't want to.
They extended an olive branch, and he said, "Fuck your branch."
But thinking back to that Cubs team, Moises Alou, Sammy Sosa, Mark Pryor, like whatever
you guys
happened.
You guys are knowledgeable fans, but I mean, the Bartman play wasn't the play. It was the following play
Yeah, it
where
was.
Oh yeah, the
Alex-
error from
Alex S. Gonzalez fucked up a easy double play.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Bartman was totally. I mean, that was the scapegoat thing, and then of course, I mean, again, like,
And then they
Can't
lost
all be
2 in a
one
row,
thing.
right?
yeah,
Can you
they
guys
had to
see me
lose-
now? See this? Do you like that?
No.
There's a lot of rum and coke in here, so.
Yeah, nice. Chugging it down.
I think we should change it up to make it like some blue and some orange. I think that'd be nice.
No. Although I'm a Florida student, I don't root for those faggots.
Yeah, I
I'm
went to
just-
college
I'm
in
just-
Florida for 2 years.
I'm just taking their degree. I don't care about their team.
Okay.
Fair enough.
So
I definitely
I mean,
miss
like-
Florida's weather.
How am I going to change? Like, I've been an FSU football fan since I was 9. I'm 33 now. Am I going to just switch to Florida just because I'm getting a master's from them? No, fuck that.
Fair enough.
Yeah, that'd be like me switching to a Reds fan just because I'm in Ohio right now.
Yeah, that's ludicrous.
I mean, if you live
Nah.
there permanently, maybe. I don't know.
I
Andrew, I
gotta
thought
do
you
it.
were in
Even
Philly.
then. What?
I thought you were in Philly.
No.
Think
Ohio.
right, get
That was
serious.
Kevin. That was the kid we got rid of.
Oh yeah.
Good old Kevin.
It's like
Creepy
with the
Kevin.
Cardinals, like their fan base, it's like all over the middle of the United States just because they have Camo X, which has like a super strong.
Okay, if my
Radio
outfield
signal.
wasn't filled, I'd be going for Peralta big time.
Ooh, yeah. Same
I
for
love
me.
me some Peralta. I mean, you guys know. I'm not saying anything new, but
Yeah. No,
apparently he's going to get like everyday starts now, regardless of left-handers.
he
Yeah, with
is.
NCR take on.
He is, and I honestly think he's got more power than we've seen. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
I mean, 20 home run, 10 steal guy with a 300 average at that point, like, yeah.
Yeah.
James, are you sitting on the floor?
Yes, I am. Don't judge me.
I'm sitting on the floor.
You have a couch.
I have a bad back. I'm 33. I'm not 17.
Bronson isn't either.
Good eye.
Bronson, you got a ways to go, buddy.
Okay, I'm going to stand up now.
Why don't you get a chair?
I'm in the fucking laundry room. You want to give me a chair?
Yeah, there's no chair in the laundry room.
I actually
Yeah.
carried a table out of my room and carried a chair out of my room and just put them in the hallway.
Oh my god, that is dedication.
Andrew, don't come in the hallway. That's just inappropriate.
He is in college. It's college life. That's dorm life.
Mm-hmm.
Hashtag dorm life.
I did that when I was his age. It was a great time of insecurity and STDs.
Ah. Yeah, I
Andrew,
skipped the
Andrew
whole
has one
dorm
of those.
thing.
It's a
No, I don't mean it like that. I mean like AIDS. Alright. What's going on here? Is anybody else hearing echo? Is that normal?
Yeah, that's probably somebody's probably like their speakers feeding into their mic. That's probably what's going on.
Alright, what's going on? Let me check my standings here. Oh, I'm in the bottom of the pack. Yay!
I'm in
I'm only right above. I'm at 11th. Oh, Tom went up.
I moved up. Yeah, how'd that happen? What'd I do? And I just moved up again. What did I do?
in place now?
I'm in fifth place. Woo-wee! Yay!
Yahoo's just saying it's good that you didn't draft that guy and moving you up.
Yeah.
What's Ryan looking like with his autos here? Let's see.
I mean, he's like half auto, half not.
Oh my god.
I haven't like what his auto's done. Getting Pineda for $10, like, if.
Shame I missed the draft.
Andrew, you're last. That's impossible.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know why. I mean, maybe it's because I only have 10 players, but I really like the team I have. I don't know how it's gonna fill out with how much money I have remaining, but.
Well, yeah, we know all the standings are garbage.
Mm-hmm.
No, the standings tell who the real winner is, okay?
I mean, I would definitely roll with Archer, Betances, Salazar, Martinez.
Yeah.
I mean, Martinez's shoulder scares me slightly, but
I don't know. It wasn't that big of a deal last year. It was just a jump in innings, I think.
I mean, you got him for $10, so I mean, fuck it.
Yeah, you're not.
I really like him for breakout season this year. I definitely like him over Waka.
And you got my Riz on my pants, you bastard.
Rizzo is my favorite first baseman in
Bad
the
Andrew.
leagues.
Well, if you watch my horrible mock draft, you know that Machado Rizzo is my 1-2 punch.
Yeah.
I mean, how can it not be? That's like,
Oh yeah.
you guys know that's pretty ridiculous start to any draft.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. Like, if I've got Arenado like I do here, I've got to pair him with the first baseman, either Rizzo or maybe Goldschmidt or like
Brave.
Brave. Yeah.
Yeah.
But again, I like that. I just like having the corners settled,
Mhm.
counter corners.
Yeah, that seems to be kind of the conservative approach this year, but I mean, you can't blame anyone for that. First two rounds, I really don't want a top 4 pick. I'd rather have 8 or 9 through 12.
Yeah, that's kind of how I feel too.
Yeah,
Like, it's
that's
great to
one
get Goldschmidt, but then you wait so long, and all these players you want go off the board.
Yeah. And then now you're hoping to get Franco in some random round.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, we've seen Franco go in the second round. I mean, obviously it was a homer pick, but it's like that's how much hype he has.
I blame
Yeah.
Tom.
I know I'm the conductor of the Franco hype train, but I've been going around these tracks for 3 years, so where y'all been? Get on the train,
Maybe the next Joel Embiid.
So Jeff is auto, right? Yeah. Right? No?
Yeah, Jeff's auto.
I got a little tired of leaning forward. Fucking A. Gotta stretch it out.
I don't know. I mean, I'll go Longo for 2, even though it's not my favorite.
This is the one year I'd take Longo.
Why?
Because you can get him so much later.
Yeah, nobody wants
Had
him.
like 20 home runs.
That's what I'm saying, like, way later.
Yeah.
It's a disappointment.
In many years, he was going, like, top 5 rounds, which I didn't want to
Oh,
touch.
yeah.
Like, if Yahoo was actually smart, they'd have Machado in my shortstop and Longoria in my third base.
Well,
Clearly, they hate you,
Yahoo
Andrew.
here. They're not smart.
They don't like Cardinal fans. LeMahieu, I'm glad I got him where I did in our previous draft.
Oh yeah, no, he went really late. I mean, that was such a
know.
value there.
I had him queued up for, like, a hot minute, and then when he finally fell to me, I'm like, all right, fuck it.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to toot my own horn, but fuck the 10th ranked standings. I felt my team was at least middle of the pack.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I was in first place.
You know, Yahoo, any of the draft, it kind of seems to dislike anybody who wants to draft a good team.
Well, I can't speak for Yahoo, but I know ESPN overrates stolen bases like big time.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think Yahoo kind of maybe underrates it just a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know about Yahoo, but I know ESPN definitely like
I don't
jizzes
believe.
on their fucking pants for stolen bases.
Okay,
Richie
Mayhew,
finally
Corey
got
moved me up to 8.
Playboy.
There we go. Richie auto bid team here, paying some money for outfield. We've got Hanram. What? So he's got 7 outfielders now.
So correct me if I'm wrong, but what is it looking like? The third of the league remaining?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's 4 people.
Oh dear, and all 4 are speaking right now. Okay.
No, that always happens. Well, no, Bronson's not in it. Donald's a different guy.
I was like 2 minutes late.
No, that's
But
right.
that's
Yeah.
kind of what auction drafts always happens. That people jump in, grab all the big guys,
Right.
and just hop out.
Blood's in the water, guys.
I mean, you had the guy that went $50 on Springer and then just left.
Retarded.
Yeah, that was wild. That was nuts.
Oh,
Forgot
Jock
about that.
Peterson.
Jock Peterson really scares me.
Yeah, I'm not drafting him. No way.
Andrew, you sniped me earlier.
I have
today.
him in a dynasty league, and obviously I gotta keep him there. But I mean, that last half was just so bad.
Andrew, you sniped me. You took
What?
Trevor Story.
Yeah, no story. Yeah, no. Like I remembered because I think I was doing a mock draft where I was saying like, okay, I'm gonna get Story, and then I never did. So it's like, okay, I gotta make more priority on getting Story that time.
What I did before the draft is I watched you like 2 videos of your mock draft. You said like you had like the perfect team. It was like it's like you and me in a mock draft. You had like a great team. Like okay, whoever's on this list, I'm putting in my queue, and that's what I did.
I don't want to toot my own horn, but Trevor Inning Story is a fantastic name.
Yep.
It is good. The Shields for $1 here. That's pretty decent for Ryan. Although
I got $1 for you.
I have too many outfielders. I mean,
Check the
I
standings.
didn't want them.
Ryan is in 6th. I'm in dead last. I'm fucking dominating.
Tom, you're so old compared to James.
No, he's not the same age there, guy.
yeah.
Yeah, but you have hair.
Some
Well,
people lose their hair. I lost my hair for a
No, it's in my genetics. I'm gonna lose my hair by the time I'm 26. Like,
Regardless, at
It's
least
gonna
Tom's
happen.
doing it the right way. He's just fucking like shaving that rig off.
Just get it. I'll just get it gone. I mean, honestly, I just gave up. I was just like, fuck it, I'm done with hair. Bye, hair.
Yeah, no,
Kinda
you're
like-
right. If that ever comes to pass, yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing. Bye, hair. Bye.
Just embrace
I've
it.
already I'm 20 and I've lost just a little bit of it in the back, and it's just in my genetics.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. You're 20. Get the hell out of here.
No, I mean, if it's going already, it's it's coming, buddy. I mean, just to get ready for it. Like, take pictures with your hair now. Like,
I mean, it's
my
like this-
driver's license. I live in Arizona, so like we don't have to renew our driver's licenses for like 80 years. So literally, I'll be like 85 years old renewing my driver's license for the first time in probably 60 years.
Do you even own a car?
Yes, I do.
Then why does Ryan always pick you up?
I can't drive anymore. I got the panic attacks and shit.
Don't judge him, Bronson.
It's dude. All right. All right. So that's how bad it was. Like, I literally I got to a point where I couldn't I'd be like at an intersection, and I'd have to get out of my car. Like I'd get out and just people would be like looking at me, and I'm like, I'm just having a panic attack right now. I'm getting out of my car because I feel like I'm gonna die in there. So I was just
Sorry, go ahead.
oh, it's not safe. I can't drive anymore.
No, I was going to say, Tom, when I was in your city
Really?
in January, we couldn't get 100 yards away from my friend's apartment complex before the Uber driver kicked us out.
Oh God.
So I was gonna see your town, but
Okay.
I just wound up getting drunk and playing that.
And the Uber driver kicked you out.
Yeah, we made it like 100 yards, and he's like, "Here's the Asian guy," and I'm about to really stereotype Asians here. We're like, "Get the fuck out!"
Oh man!
So we didn't make it
Did
far.
you pay?
But
Wow.
You get to pay?
no, none of us paid.
Yeah, nah, not at that point.
But I love the city. The short time I was there.
Okay. Where'd you? Do you know what part of town you were staying in?
It wasn't too far from Tempe. Like I said in the chat, my buddy of mine is getting his postdoc at ASAU.
Okay.
Or ASU, sorry.
Yeah, ASU.
And so he took me to like a couple like big hills, and we scaled them, which like is nothing to probably most Phoenicians. But yeah, I said Phoenicians. But compared to Florida, where like the water level's like 0.
Right.
Yeah.
Like,
You dig 5 feet, you get water.
yeah, but so there, when you're like, ooh, I'm 1,000 feet up. This is incredible. I think I might whack off on some people. It was a good time.
Okay.
It was a good time. And I could see myself moving there.
All right. I mean, other than the heat in the summer, and right now, I mean, fuck, it's like yesterday was 75, tomorrow it's gonna be 95, kind of thing, you know, like.
I know when he told me when he moved in, it was like 104 the day he moved in.
Oh God.
Which was like probably August, I think.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
And I've never seen so many rock yards in my life.
Oh yeah, people here like, I mean, again, just.
And you can't blame them, obviously.
No.
You're on grass.
I mean, for me, like prior to my divorce, I had ballpark quality grass. I mean, you could goddamn putt on that shit. Like, I mean, honestly, I'm the kind of guy that like I enjoyed the yard work and the growing of my grass, and I was that old man, with the like scissors, like one blade is too long.
So Bronson, are you a Gator fan?
No, I guess none of my cousins went there.
I was about to say you can have my degree if you want it. I don't really want it.
I'm not gonna go to school anymore.
I hate the Gators. You can have it.
For me, I kind of feel like I can't live in Arizona for the same reason I can't live in Australia. I don't want to deal with snakes or
Why
scorpions.
do you want to go to Australia?
Yeah, scorpions are a bitch. I mean, I'm lucky to have lived in older neighborhoods that were built, ranch style homes that were built in like early '60s kind of thing. So there's not scorpions in that kind of.
What do you have a degree for?
Left.
I used to think that scorpions only like lived in desert environments, but I was camping in just some small campground in Arkansas, and I opened my backpack, and guess what's staring back at me?
You're like, oh!
Scorpion staring there, and yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I haven't drafted anybody since round 10 pools. Wow.
How do you think your draft went today?
The one before this one?
Yes.
I mean, okay, I guess. I mean, I think I finished 10th out of 14th, but fuck that shit. I like my team better than 10th.
I like Odorizzi for 4.
Yeah. Apparently Dave appreciated my draft.
If I needed possession, I would have probably gotten for 5.
Okay, yeah, Dave sent me some
provocative photos.
No, I think he was talking about a trade or something like that. He jumped off the website. I missed his message when he sent it.
Dave?
He's a new guy.
Yeah, the new guy. Yeah, the new guy.
Oh, is that the guy from last draft?
Yeah.
He was very friendly. You can take that other way you want to.
He said, I guess he's interested in trading for Chris Davis. At least that was the message he sent me.
And
there's the. I was gonna say there's the provocative photos. They're slightly lower.
Oh god, my team is so awful. Let's look at the standings here. Ooh, yeah, I'm second to last. Suck dick, motherfuckers.
That's what Tom feels when he gets up to 10th place.
He likes to suck penis.
Oh yeah. As much as I can get my hands on. Put my mouth around.
I can't stand too long now. I'm old. I gotta kneel down. That's all.
Why don't you get a chair?
Because he's in his laundry room. Where are you gonna put a chair in a laundry room? And then, all right, Bronson. Here's the thing. You've never been married. You start moving furniture around. Your wife's gonna be like, "Where are you putting the chair?" And you're like, "Bitch, I gotta sit down." And then she's like, "Don't call me a bitch. I'm taking the chair and breaking it over your skull, and like it's a wrestling match now." And
I'm trying to think of someone incredible should fight over. Oh yeah, you guys are just totally gonna go ape shit for this guy.
Okay.
That
I liked him a couple years ago. I was the first guy to get him in a dynasty league, but I'm not keeping him this year just because he's gonna be out too long.
Damn it, I'm about to get him for $1. Fuck.
I mean, for $1, you'd like dollar stash player.
who was it?
Yeah.
Tom Urias?
Yeah, Urias.
Okay.
But I mean, that's a prospect.
Jesus Christ.
You can be like
Alright.
me and draft all prospects.
That just backfired for $1.
I know. If I could go back and do my predictions again, I'd have the Dodgers much lower. Like their
No, your
rotation's a
your
mess.
predictions were straight dumb.
Like
You
I
had
already
the
didn't
Red
have
Sox
them making
winning
the
it.
playoffs, but I don't think it. No, did I have them making
dead
the playoffs?
last.
You had the Red Sox winning it all, which was
Yeah,
so
I know. I don't know if I made the Dodgers miss out on the wild card or not. I think I might have put them in the wild card.
I think you did. I think the Pirates make the playoffs. I think.
No, it was the Cardinals versus the Dodgers. It was the Cardinals versus the Dodgers in the wild card game. That's what
I think the Cardinals lost in your prediction.
No, the Cardinals went on to win, and then they beat the Cubs in the NLDS, and then they lost to the Mets in the NLCS. That's what I had.
You're being a homer.
No, I didn't have them win the World Series. They lost to the Mets in the championship series.
I'm just pulling your tail.
Meet the Mets. Meet the Mets. Come on down and greet the Mets.
Nice.
Tom, you're old.
Right.
You remember who were the favorite in the 08 playoffs or the World Series?
For the World Series in 08?
Yeah.
It's the Phillies. I mean, that rotation.
Yeah, they won it versus the Rays that year.
Yeah, I realized that. I was asking what was the favorite.
The Phillies.
The fucking Phillies. That's when all the guys went
Their
up front.
rotation back then was amazing.
All right, I'm glad this is a mock because my team is pure. What's the word I'm looking for? Garbage.
Garbage.
Yeah. Oh well. At least I get to bullshit with you guys.
That's true. $2 for Severino, not bad.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I
Yeah,
was
that's a
surprised
fucking
that it was I guess it was a Q for a guy because it was a guy that wasn't here that nominated him.
Right.
And I have 10 guys. What the? I'm just drunk. Who cares?
It's just a mock. It's fun.
Yeah, it's just a mock.
We'll
Isn't
mock
it?
the Sox right on.
Is
I don't
anybody
know.
else getting an echo here, or is it just me?
I think
Just you.
that's something's just feeding it. It's just somebody's mic feeding into their speakers or vice versa.
It might be do you hear an echo when I'm talking? Because obviously I'm in a hallway and it's like 3 stories. So
No. It's when everyone completes a statement. It
Okay.
Statement.
Andrews. I remember I had him like 2013. It was incredible. Actually, not really.
I don't know. I feel like at this point in the draft, it's not really good practice for tomorrow because most people aren't here.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, don't
Like Severino tomorrow is not going for $2.
No.
we have
No.
a roto auction? Something like that?
I think that's the plan. I don't know if we're gonna be able to fill it up as quickly as we were hoping. I mean,
I
we
got
still have.
pee.
We'll see. I mean,
I mean,
Benzie. Benny Z.
You know, I think there's like a ton of closers still is like on the board.
Oh yeah.
Andrew, you know more about Britain than I do.
I love Britain.
Is he really like gonna put up decent Ks? That's the only thing I worry about.
Yes, he is really that good. Like the stats you saw last season.
Because I keep glossing over him because I'm worried about the Ks.
Like I'd put him right next to Allen.
Yeah.
Allen's obviously gonna have more strikeouts, but I think Britain will have a lower ERA and WHIP.
Yeah, and the Orioles, they might be a better team than Cleveland.
Yeah.
Not that that really like matters that much. Obviously, you guys know. I mean, even losing teams. I mean, most of their wins are of the close variety. So.
Like Toronto, like they have how many saves are they gonna get? Like I would think they would have less than someone like the Orioles or the Braves, just because their offense is so good. They're gonna win by a lot when they win.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
And then I never drafted Colorado closer. Like if you do, like consistently, Colorado is one of the last teams in terms of state.
Yeah, I wasn't. too satisfied when I took McGee in our draft earlier, but you know, everyone else.
I kind of like McGee. I mean, he's definitely a better closer than they've had for a while. I mean, they had
For a long
Bencourt, they had Brothers. Like, none of those guys were great.
Brothers, I like Brothers' potential, but again, anytime
The Cubs released him, I believe.
Yeah.
Oh wow, okay. I didn't realize. I guess I've had my television on so long that we're back to the Diamondbacks Cleveland game from this morning, or this afternoon. Kluber's pitching. There we go.
Kluber.
Yep.
Only some Kluber. If you watch my terrible mock video, you would have heard that I love Kluber.
Okay.
I mean, which is, nothing new per se, but you guys probably already know, but his peripheral numbers were pretty not bad.
Yeah.
One might say he was kind of a bad luck pitcher, if you will.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And I'm in 11th place, so what do I know?
He wasn't in Shelby Miller territory in unluckiness, but he was definitely unlucky.
Yeah, I love the people that are targeting Shelby. No, I mean, he was your fourth starter, okay, but if you're targeting much higher than that, like, you might want to take a step back.
Yeah, I don't feel great about him in Arizona, but it's not like he's going to be bad.
No.
I kind of just.
Ooh.
As a Cardinal fan, Shelby Miller never lived up to the huge hype he had, so I'm always kind of down on him.
Like 2.5 seasons. Like, is it even a full 2.5? I mean, honestly,
he played September for Cardinals, then a full year
for the Braves, and that's it.
Yeah.
Is that it?
Shit, I got another pitcher. I decided to pay attention for a second.
Like,
Can you guys hear me?
And that bumps me up to last place. James Shields. Who's going to draft this cocksucker?
Giving up all those home runs in the Padres stadium, I never draft him. The K's are nice, but
I know, that's sad that he gave up that many homers.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can, Bronson.
I remember hearing rumors like 2 winter meetings ago. The Cubs were talking about Shields. I was like, please no, please no, please no, please no.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, Shields, I don't think, again, with the fly ball and the home run situation, not a good fit for.
Honestly, I thought the Cubs were going to get, like, how they traded Castro. I thought they were going to get with the Mets and get one of their pitchers.
I mean, that's what everybody thought, but at this point, I don't think the Mets are relinquishing anybody. Obviously, I mean, you know that, but
well, that's their strength is the pitching, and the same thing with the Cubs. Their strength is the hitting. So it's like
you thought they'd be a perfect match, but if they're both winning, then fuck off.
Right. No, I remember. All right. So what was it? 3 years ago, there was talk of a swap for Profar and Taveras between St. Louis and Texas, obviously.
Yeah, I remember that.
And it was one of those deals that made sense at the time, but also didn't make sense. And ironically now, with 2 years of hindsight or 3 years of hindsight, we know that nobody would have.
Well, I don't know. I mean, we don't know. We still don't know who Profar really is. At this point, I think I'll probably take the long for him.
I'm not even trying at this point, but okay.
Hey, you're pulling me.
Love some scope.
All right, Tommy, you can get him for the fucking Quattro.
I just really like Matt Moore at $1. I love him more. I really loved him going into the season, but I love him more and more every day.
Over my budget.
I mean, at this point, I'm just sticking around just for the chit chat. So, because this is a mock, you said that, right?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, I'm more inclined just to bullshit with you guys then. I'll make some bonehead moves.
Ah.
Not that Scope is bonehead, but you know what I mean.
Nah, I like Scope a lot.
That's what I'm hoping in my my main league, which I spoke about in my ridiculous mock video.
There was
a lot of
categories. Seriously.
What's that?
Those pitching categories.
I know, it's so stupid. It's so stupid.
You're gonna bid on King, huh?
But most of the league is they pay attention, but I'm pretty sure I can get scoped of that league without anybody batting an eye, and I'm the only one
Yeah.
have to feed.
That kind of thing was like how I felt in my 20-team draft league. Like after drafting and mock drafting so much, like I felt way ahead of everybody else that was drafting there.
When is that? Oh, that's Joe's
That already
league.
happened.
Joe's 20 team league.
Hey, Andrew, I liked your 20-team draft. That was
Yeah, I
pretty
felt really
good.
good about that. Although Roto is not my best, so I don't know if I'll win the league, but I feel like
Excuse me,
I'm pretty
the
high.
captain's coming up. Sorry. Let me probably take another sip. I guess you didn't know where I lived. Jacksonville.
Never been to Florida.
You're not missing much.
No, I love Florida. I love the weather.
I don't hate it, but I do like. Well, actually, my favorite city that I've been to is probably Denver. I had a great time in Denver.
I've been to Denver once. I went to see the Cardinals play the Rockies. The first game we went to, the Cardinals just lost in the ninth inning. It was pretty bad. But the second game we went to, it got delayed by baseball-sized hail twice. And
Did
once
you
we got back
ski
to
or
the
snowboard?
campground, a tornado hit that campground. So that was my experience of Denver, Colorado.
Did you ski or snowboard?
No, I didn't do any of that.
All right, well then you're missing out. I mean, that's what's great about the city. I
Yeah.
mean, you're just miles away from snowboarding and skiing and.
Yeah, I think we just went up to the
Hiking
mountains
and-
once to see the snow.
I thought you were gonna say that you liked it because you could smoke weed legally.
I was gonna say I would have a hard time leaving the fucking.
Oh no, I went to this like outdoor mall they have, and you could like smell the weed like very easily. Which I don't even smoke weed, but I was a fan of the fact they were doing it.
Okay.
Like I'm for Florida though. I'm in Florida all the time. Like I can't in the last 10 years, not counting college, obviously for 2 years, but like we were probably there every other year just vacationing.
Don't get jealous, but I'm in 11th place.
Tom is always jealous.
Can't help
No.
it.
I gave up a long time ago.
That's what I do all the time.
Well, this is a mock, so whatever. I mean, last draft I like halfway. I kind of tried, not finished middle of the pack, but this draft, I mean,
Yeah.
I just prefer bullshitting with you guys.
That's what I do in most mock
not
drafts.
bad.
I need to get some outfielders. What the hell am I doing here? I got no outfield.
No
I got
outfield.
Buxton.
No
How
Buxton.
Buxton? Why do I have Buxton?
'Cause you
I
like
get no
Buxton.
other outfield.
Tom, when do basketball mocks start again?
When do basketball mocks start again?
I have 4 pitchers.
Basketball mocks don't start again until, I don't know, probably September, August,
That long?
September.
I don't even know actually. Like, how long does basketball season go for? Like, when do they actually play? I never know when they start or
It
end.
basically starts like Halloween, first week of
Yeah, it
November.
starts Halloween.
Yeah.
Then it ends like first week of June is like the NBA title.
Okay.
Yeah. Which the Warriors will not win.
I mean, they probably won't repeat. I mean, sheer odds say they won't, but
The only basis I follow on basketball is like sometimes just all the
Yeah, you
Cavalier
got LeBron
stories
James.
and LeBron James.
LeBron sucks.
well, he's kind of a douche-tard, but he's a pretty incredible player. But
No, I could beat him.
Now that's a game I'd pay to watch. I would
What's that?
I would pay to watch Bronson play.
I think Bronson can fucking just dunk on a pure vert right underneath the basket.
That'd be just Bronson getting posterized.
I'm pretty sure he'd just stand at the basket, jump, go 360, and get emasculated.
Yeah.
But have a good time doing it, I think.
But I will fade away and cross over 3-point shot in his face. Okay.
Fade away in his face.
Ryan McCann, I'm quite tempted to get him. I'm going to start bidding a lot. Yeah. I got this. $3, Niggle. I promise you, it's not alcohol talking.
After drafting all these teams, I'm just ready for the season.
Oh shit, I'm gonna get them. That's hilarious. I was kidding. Well, whatever. Whatever keeps me bullshitting with you fucks.
It's all good.
It's all good in the hood.
What is Ryan, babysitting?
K-Rod. No, Ryan's doing schmoopy time. He probably went to bed. He's probably
Licking the vag.
something. I don't even know. I hate. It's always too. It's gross. It's gross. There's always all this like schmoopy kissing and.
Seinfeld. All right.
Yeah. Oh, it's gross. Ryan's disgusting.
Schmoopy.
Oh, they're so schmoopy. It's gross.
No,
Oh.
and like the videos I've watched, I can tell that like the leash is just like lingering in the background, like borderline extended choke chain.
Yep.
Like just ready to be like.
Yeah.
Now we've officially lost everybody but the people in here.
Okay.
Whoa. Everybody
It's
was
almost
in there, was in here.
All right, Tom, you're what? 12:45.
11:45 right now. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. You guys don't do the yeah.
Yeah, no daylight savings or anything.
That's right.
True. Whatever time it is for you is whatever time it is for me.
2:45 for us. Ridiculous faggots.
Glad it's Easter weekend where I got a 4-day weekend.
What are you? 12:45 there, Andrew?
I'm 2:45.
You're 12:45 right now, correct?
No, I'm Eastern time.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Oh.
Ohio's Eastern time.
Where the fuck is Cedarville?
Like in the middle of Ohio. Kind of an hour north of Cincinnati.
Oh, that's god awful. I'm kidding, kind of.
No, I mean, it's small town.
Yeah, I thought you were a little far. Okay. So this is it and we're done, huh? I mean, what am I going to do after this? I'm not ready to go to sleep.
I'll draft with you.
No, I'm going to one of the school's baseball games tomorrow, so I'm definitely gonna head to bed after
Tom's
this.
gonna draft.
Tom's not gonna draft. Tom's gonna chomp a Xanax and go to bed.
No, Tom. No, Tom's gonna talk to me.
No, I'm chomping a Xanax. I'll do it right now, just so I don't have to talk to you, bro.
Yeah, let's see the evidence there, Tom.
All right, fine.
I'm gonna watch.
I'll be right back.
I always have to watch one Netflix show before going to bed, so I'm probably gonna do that.
Gordon Dickerson.
Xanax is in the shape of a headphone. Okay. Bronson, you want to mock after this? What do you want to do?
I'm cool.
I'm down for whatever, man. If you want to
Standard or auction?
hop on somewhere else and be stupid.
You want to do standard or regular?
It doesn't matter, man. I mean, I'm 33. It's 2:47. Who cares?
Just
This is
standard.
all that matters. In case you forgot.
Come on, Tom, join the party.
What party?
The me and James party.
See?
Tom, why don't you take off your pants and jacket?
No.
I don't mean like that. I mean like get naked.
I was all excited about the Blink-182 album.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, I misled you there.
Oh, that tastes lovely.
I was taking down that primrose path there.
Yeah. God, that's delicious.
Man, I hate this game.
What game?
NBA Live Mobile.
That's a game.
What's mobile?
You know what Madden Mobile is?
I know I'm old. I still play Road to the Show, and I'm fucking awful.
Me
Oh,
too.
don't worry. Like I'm about to be sent down by the Marlins.
My only video game stat is stolen bases.
Oh yeah, like I think I have like 30 steals. No, actually, you know what happened with my player? Okay, so I was batting 200 for most of the season. I was a part-time player, but then I actually started hitting. We were in a playoff race. I raised my bat.
Yeah, I remember you got injured. I remember.
Yeah, I was.
No,
I was pretty mad about
it's
that.
my 7th year in the league. I think my home run high is like 22, but my stolen base high is like 170. It's like ridiculous.
Yeah, I steal every time I get on because I just don't want to wait. Like, base running takes up so much time.
Yeah, that's my only video game stat is stolen base. I think I have over 1,000 stolen bases in 6 seasons.
Wow.
Other than that, I would probably not play it because it's really frustrating hitting like 275 in a fucking video game.
I actually switched to pitching. Like, I'm going with the pitching guy for right now, taking a break from hitting.
Speaking of pitching, I don't know how many times I've restarted in an effort to get a perfect game or no hitter, and I still haven't gotten it. It's impossible.
I have pitched a no hitter. Unfortunately, it wasn't against the computer like it was against my dad, but I have pitched a no hitter technically.
The last time I pitched a perfect game was MVP 2005 by EA Sports.
Okay, I was gonna say MVP baseball, yeah.
I had fucking Roy Oswalt versus the White Sox.
Okay.
Other than that, I guess it's like realistic because obviously perfect games are like few and far between. What is there, like 20 something in the history of the game? But still, it's like you get frustrated when you're pitching and some schmuck like Grady Sizemore on the Phillies tattoos a Chris Sale fastball for a home run. Like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
But I still try because, why not? What else am I going to do? Study for my master's or take care of my child? Stupid.
So your daughter's what, 4 months old?
Close, times 2, 8 months.
8 months, okay. Somebody has 4-month-old too. We got a lot of new dads on our website, so.
I'm worried she could be a borderline retard.
Uh-oh.
No, I'm kidding. I
was gonna say, for me, when my kid was like infant, baby, kid guy, used to put him in his little seat thing. I don't know. He had this little thing he sat in. I just rock him. No, it was like a little bouncy seat.
No, I know what you're talking about.
I just rock him.
No, if you watch my horrible mock, you heard her in the background.
Okay.
So I just try to placate her, but here, bounce in this apparatus.
Mm-hmm.
She wasn't a fan of it, and she was probably pissed that I took Peralta in round 7. But you know what? Fuck her. We want to talk about this, but Peralta, I'm expecting big things. Am I wrong?
I don't think so. I'm a big fan. The D-backs, I like the D-backs this year.
They're getting some love this year. But probably rightfully so.
I really like David Peralta too. I kind of felt like it was a little early, but also ESPN has him ranked so much higher, so you kind of do have to grab him earlier.
Yeah, Andrew, you're exactly correct. That's how I feel. I like Peralta, but I like him round 9 or 10, not round 7. But you know how a bunch of people that aren't addicts, I'm talking to you, Tom, they'll take him round 7, so it's being the asshole. I guess I'll take him now.
The reason why Tom's not an addict is because he doesn't know how to use the App Store. That means he doesn't have the app on his phone.
Which app?
Tom
I actually don't like using the app. I used it semi-regularly last season. It seemed always I moved that pitcher into the starting pitching rotation, but for some reason it didn't go there.
It didn't take, yeah.
Yeah.
The ESPN app is actually the first time I've used it this year. It's actually not bad. Kind of convenient.
Yeah, actually, I'm in my first ESPN league this year. This is going to be the first year I've actually played ESPN.
You guys might have noticed I'm not bidding on anybody anymore. I'm just talking, so bear with me.
Why would you shoot a full court shot?
See my app there, Bronson?
Wait, give me a second.
It's the Yahoo app. I only have 4 apps that aren't fucking.
Wait, down. Let me see it. Okay, I can see it.
See Yahoo? It's right there. I only have 4 apps that aren't just default iPhone shit.
I have a ton of apps and I never use them.
I used to. Now I just don't even give a shit anymore.
Yeah.
Tom lies to me all the time.
I know.
So Tom, what is Ryan's proximity to you?
He is roughly.
We're friends.
I'd say 20 miles away.
Because you know what?
Location.
Sorry, go ahead. Yeah, yes.
Okay, yeah, he's all right. So I'm in like Central Phoenix. He's in Chandler.
Okay.
So
Because what I found strange is when I landed to see my friend in Phoenix, like we didn't drive very far, and suddenly I was in Tempe.
okay, yeah. The airport's pretty much like, I don't know. It's like south of Phoenix just slightly, but it's closest to Tempe, if anything, honestly.
My favorite thing about the airport was seeing the Angels spring training site like 2 seconds away.
Okay, yeah, off the 10. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tempe Diablo.
But anyways, I love that fucking city, man. I mean, compared to Jacksonville, Florida, holy fuck.
I mean, winter and spring definitely the time to come out here and visit. I mean, if you like golf, if you like baseball, I mean, we got fall league, we got spring training. It's hard not to love that.
I like not humidity. I do like that.
I like basketball.
Because even when it's like 95 there, and this is a cliche, everyone will say dry heat.
Dry heat, yeah.
Honestly, it's fucking true, dude. When it's fucking 85 here, it feels like 100 in Florida.
Yeah.
It's fucking awful.
We do have, like, July and August are normally, like, the humid months. That's monsoon season.
And same with the cold. Like, when I was in Denver in February of last year, like, the temperature was, like, 25, but it felt like 45 in Jacksonville.
Okay.
You know? Like, the dry cold.
Yeah.
Whatever the fuck you want to call it, but... Anyway, I need to get the fuck out of the city. That's what I need to do. I need to, like, you know, graduate or something.
As soon as I graduate, I'm so out of here.
Honestly, I would love, like, if I could choose where I'm going to live afterwards, which obviously is dependent on my job, I would live in Jupiter, Florida.
I'm going to go and speak to Andrew and Bronson directly. Don't hesitate on your degree. Don't be me. Don't be 33 getting your master's. Don't do that. Don't do that.
On what?
Don't be 33
probably
getting
not
your
going for my master's. Like, I think I'm just going to go straight into management.
Regardless, even if you were thinking about a master's, just go ahead and get out the fucking way.
Yeah.
You don't want to be this guy.
I don't know. I don't think there's that much wrong with waiting. I mean, it's all right.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I had a blast in my 20s. I had a great time.
Oh yeah.
It rhymes with fucking a lot of people, but yeah.
Mine rhymes with nonstop party.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much. Like, a lot of people like to be like, oh, I should have done so much more. That's true, but at the same time, it's like, holy fuck, I had a great time.
Oh yeah, man, I miss my 20s. I had fun.
Yeah, it was a great time. But then now you're like,
do you have hair?
Did I have hair?
Longer.
No, my hair left I lost my hair when I was 22, 23. I had my heart surgery, dude.
It's like, I'm just in my 20s, and like 5 days from now, I'm going to be like 21.
Party time. Power hour.
Dude,
No,
Andrew,
if I did that, I would get kicked out of college. Literally.
You see this? I'm holding on to this. I don't think it's going to stay. But whatever you do, just hold on to what you got. Just throwing it out there.
Fair enough.
Because I know it's going
What
by
a
waste.
waste of
I've seen my relatives. My hair is just going to very soon. Very quickly.
Yeah, mine said goodbye after a heart surgery, so can't really argue. I'm like,
No. Know what you can do? You can be like, I may have lost my hair, but guess what? I beat my fucking heart surgery. Fuck off.
There we go.
Tom, why don't you just get a wig?
Why would I get a wig? It's called like I'm not like, I don't know, I'm not insecure about being bald. Bruce Willis is bald. He doesn't give a shit.
I don't know who that is.
I know I will be. At least for the beginning, when it ever happens.
I will not be bald.
Don't get too turned off.
At all.
It's not what you think. It's just nipples.
Yep. Just some nipple pixels. That's the joke, right?
I was gonna say that.
Well, I'm glad I could give some of you guys a face to my like asinine messages. Because you're probably thinking this must be a 15-year-old, and most times you'd be right, but instead it's a fairly educated asshole.
That was well. We had to sort that out recently with another person. So
Mm.
He
I'm
knows
never
Yeah,
gonna.
actually, I still haven't composed the article about that. That's the article I'm posting. Like,
I mean, I'm never
touch on it a little
gonna
bit.
sip on
Since
your
I already
toes,
wrote
so
about it.
I'm just gonna be a little silly. I'm never gonna, you know. You guys are, what's the word I'm looking for? Inclusive. I mean, you can't. I can argue with inclusive.
What does that mean again? I'm not good with stuff.
inclusive.
Yeah, you guys.
Bronson wants to know what inclusive
He
means.
knows
Really?
what it means. Come on.
It means you're allowed to stay around, Bronson. How about that?
Yay.
They're saying they don't care if you're a 33-year-old immature retard like myself, or if you're 17 and text in hieroglyphics, whatever.
Yeah.
I don't text in
Except for,
hieroglyphics.
oh, God, that. So Andrew, you wrote an article about the whole Kevin thing.
Yeah, I wrote it originally when we drafted, where I was just talking about how they had similar emails. We don't know if he has another team in there. Like, and I wrote kind of that thing, like, and say I'll update and say how the league went at the end of the year. But obviously now it
I
doesn't
leaned on
exist
him.
anymore.
I leaned on him hard. I was like, I forgot
Tom,
what I
are you
said.
sipping on? Sorry.
What's that?
What are you sipping on,
Just water. It's in a Gatorade bottle, but just water.
gentlemen?
I'm going to kind of put it into a little bit more of a, like, I'm going to talk a little bit about basically the basis of the article is that every league needs a league constitution kind of thing.
Yeah.
Right on, Andrew. I mean, like, I've tried to turn on a couple of my friends to FSAA because, like I said, at the very least, you guys are inclusive, and that's what fantasy sports should be about. As cliche and corny as that might sound, that's what it should be about. I mean, bring people together, have a good time. Who cares?
Yeah.
You know?
That's definitely. I mean, that's kind of like the whole angle. I mean, we just want to celebrate the culture of. I mean, it's competition, but it's also like really the way this started is we talked about like we've known these guys in our leagues forever, but we don't know them.
But I'm sure some of you guys know, like, there's sites out there are not inclusive that like judge and what have you. But
really, okay.
I mean, there are. I mean, like, I don't know you, so I'm not gonna. I mean, so
Okay,
it's cool
okay,
that you
okay.
guys are just
That's
like,
really important.
I don't
Really
give a
important.
fuck.
Really important. I need you guys to cross your fingers.
Bronson, I'm gonna smack you right in the teeth.
Ah, not bad. Okay, bad.
I don't mean it like that. I mean like with my penis.
Surprise, Tom. I mean, you haven't been going for Swihart in the last few drafts.
Dude, Tom, how'd you feel about that? Like our previous draft, I took Swihart.
That was good. No, that was a good pick. I mean,
I was waiting and waiting. I honestly didn't want to take him, but I was like, okay, fuck it.
Did
I
I
already
snipe
had
you?
McCann at that point. I went with the power.
Yeah, I mean, I can't blame you for that. Like he was out there for quite a while.
But yeah, I like Swihart a lot. If I already have a catcher, I can't draft two. I mean, unless this
Obviously.
were like, there are a handful of leagues where I will like Roto. I forgot this was Roto actually. I forgot. So Swihart would have maybe made some sense.
No,
Roto,
you were fine. I'm just fucking with you.
No. Well, I'm thinking like in this case where it is Roto, like there is a case to be made for having two catchers in a Roto league where, I mean, most catchers other than maybe, like Posey and Schwarber, they're not going to fill up their max games played in your catching slot. Like, so I mean,
if you guys haven't noticed, I've been auto-picked due to inactivity.
Okay.
I'm sure you guys are devastated.
Mike Lee.
Again, I left too much money on the table. Again.
You guys didn't know where I was? Your laundry basket.
Is that your chair? That's it. That's how you're sitting.
In case I really want to get down to the nitty-gritty.
Oh yeah. Clean it up.
Yeah, get some splashless Clorox.
See, you got that chair I told him about.
I like things to feel soft when I touch them.
Nice.
I'm being a jackass now, but what else am I gonna do?
Andrew, you should live stream more often so you got more of these fun conversations.
Well, I mean, streaming for me is so rare based on, I probably wouldn't do it. Like, I can come to the hallway anytime, but it's like Easter break, there's nobody around.
Andrew,
But
are you in the
if there were
hallway
people
right
around,
now?
there'd be doors opening and closing all the time.
Andrew, are you in the hallway right now?
Yeah.
What kind of Trump dorm are you in?
What?
I'm kidding. I said, what kind of Trump dorm are you in?
I mean, I like my dorm. I kind of like my dorm. Like, it's kind of like my old college was so much better. We had like sinks and stuff in a room and everything.
Honestly, embrace the dorm because soon you're gonna wake up and you're gonna have like a daughter and you're gonna be in some apartment complex and you're gonna look like this.
Oh yeah, no, I mean the people in the dorm, like and people-wise, it's a great dorm. Like I'm definitely going back to this dorm.
Except for your roommate, who by all accounts
yeah.
appears to be a fucking douche-tard.
Yeah, I mean that should solve itself next semester.
You should just start like recording your mocks and just like speak over him.
It wouldn't work. It wouldn't work. Seriously, it wouldn't work. I can have
Like,
I can have earphones in, listening to Netflix, and I can't hear my Netflix.
Like, so I'm gonna draft this guy, and I'm pretty sure my dorm mate has like the smallest penis possible, and based on that small penis, I'm gonna draft this person.
Do you get a lot of looks when you're in the hallway, Andrew?
If not, you should.
No, but there's nobody around, so.
Okay, well, I was gonna say, like, I pictured.
Well,
actually,
what's
this guy doing?
Actually, I was studying in the hallway, and someone kind of asked me while I was there, but.
Andrew, you know a quick way to get your room empty? I'm pretty sure you know where I'm going with this.
Aha. Sexual
Are you gonna answer the
harassment?
question? Tom, you're close, but no.
No, you just bring somebody with you.
No, you fucking stream your fucking mock or your live draft fucking naked. Duh.
Mm.
Not this college.
Oh,
I don't want to graduate.
Yeah, I guess.
What is there a no nudity policy? Like you can't be in your dorm room, like just chilling.
Not necessarily, but it's kind of like an unspoken kind of thing.
Put a tie on the door.
Oh, that's right.
Tie on the door.
I asked you if you were Mormon. You said no.
What?
I asked Andrew if he was Mormon. He said no.
Oh. Ryan is. Ryan was.
That's fine. But I thought Andrew was because I know like BYU students are like.
No, it's. I mean, this is this. I would say this school leans a little bit more toward Baptist, Methodist, that kind of leaning.
Oh, my arm is slipping. I'm falling here. Forehead getting larger. Falling. 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 Wrinkles. Forehead. Shit. Okay, I'm back.
Tom, you need to just stream. Just stream us talking.
Why?
Be hilarious.
People need something to watch too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unless you, if you want to hear a baby crying, just get on my fucking channel.
Link your channel.
It's guys on guys. It's a great time.
Just link it to me and then the website.
Will do. Bronson, what's your basketball team right now? Like your best fantasy basketball team?
Oh, okay. Let me go to it.
You don't have to go to it. I'm sure you know it off the top of your head. Just list it.
Okay, so I have John Wall, Damian Lillard, Paul George, and Anthony Davis, and like some other people.
But Anthony Davis is out for the year, so what are you doing with that? How are you doing in the playoffs?
Yeah, how are you replacing the unibrow?
I dropped him, and I picked up Omer Ashik, whatever his name is.
Yeah, Ashik.
And then I'm currently the number 1 seed, and I'm tied. We are 5-4, and we're competing in turnovers, so.
Stretch out here.
No Castro here, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a mock going on. I forgot. Let me look.
Oh, I can outbid you. I have $17 for 2 players.
That's right, I forgot about that. Alright.
I have ooh, I'm looking good at $17.20 or $15.18 playa. I'm about to fuck y'all out of the gourd right now.
So, Tom,
Yes.
I don't know why Justin's getting so upset.
I don't
Who's
either.
getting upset?
I
He's talking
think
about.
that's just a whole messy situation in and of
You know
itself.
why I'm getting upset? Look at these gray hairs.
Like that's the whole goes back to the whole league
That's upset.
constitution thing. It's hard it is hard to narrow down what is tanking and what is rebuilding. Like
I
it's a fine line.
personally, I don't really have that much of a problem with tanking. The thing, all right,
In a dynasty, Tom, is that what you're talking about?
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, you're not going to tank in a normal league.
No, obviously not.
Unless your redraft league happens to assign draft picks for next season based on how you finish, which most redraft leagues don't do that. But like, yeah, in a dynasty scenario, the only thing that's really a problem is if like somehow the team that's tanking is like letting a team into the playoffs final week of the season when they shouldn't be in the play. So that's really my only. You have to politely tank, I guess. You can't necessarily like.
Yeah, it's kind of like in baseball where if two.
I'm pretty sure Bronson's
playing
tanking
each other, they won't play their best players, but if they know if they're playing some significant playoff game, they'll actually play their starters. Kind of like that.
So, I don't know, because the reason why Justin's getting so upset is because, like he only wants to put...
You guys are doing the same thing.
And he only wants to play 3 players or whatever. But if we play 3 players, his 3 players will beat mine, because I have, because my 10 guys are better than his if we combine them overall, but he has, 7 guys who are better than my best 7. You know what I mean?
No. All I know is that you guys are just going to have to, it's only a few more days, right? It's only 2 more days.
Mm-hmm.
So you're going to have to tank it out.
I mean, my plan is just to play people who are not going to play. I mean, play people who, are active, but they're not going to do anything.
Right. Which, I mean, again, you've both got so much left on the bench in terms of...
And he and me both know my team is worse.
Which league are you talking about, guys?
This is my Dynasty Basketball League.
Oh, okay, never mind. Sorry. You know what Dynasty League I'm feeling good about? Well, the only Dynasty League I'm in. The Trevor Inning story.
There you go. How do I seriously not have a second baseman again? What did I do?
Really?
Tom, what are you doing?
I don't know. I have no second.
Oh, by the way, in the Dynasty League, I got 3 second basemen. So.
Okay.
I voted shortstop.
I think I got Panic, Harrison, and Carpenter.
Andrew, I will be the first to tell you. But you don't have to pluralize men. You don't have to pluralize men.
Yeah, third baseman, second baseman.
Exactly. You can just leave it. I'm not questioning your intelligence. You're clearly a smart young man.
Ryan does that all the time too.
I know. Like I said, I'm not. I know anybody in this draft is not an idiot, but just for Nazi grammar's sake, you don't need to say first baseman's or second baseman's. Mm-hmm. You can just say first baseman.
I wonder, have I done that in any of the articles I've written?
Yes, you have, and I do want to call it out, but.
Okay.
Okay, so it's not just like a vocal mannerism. You're actually typing that out too.
Yeah,
man.
No, I mean your context is good. Who am I to judge you? You know more than I do about fantasy baseball, but.
I don't know than anybody in this call in fantasy basketball.
I have written many of papers, 20 pages, 30 pages. Yeah, that's not the proper grammar. You shouldn't do that.
Yeah, for me, papers, I when I get them proofread, it's always well, your content's great, but you missed this, you missed that.
Yeah, it's small things. Like I said, I'm nearly 50% older than you, so. Which doesn't mean I'm right, but I mean I have more experience in writing those things. So.
I mean I've written my fair share, but not a ton. I think my highest was 10 pages.
Yeah. I've written 30 pages. It's not fun. You don't want to do it.
I couldn't imagine that. That's one reason I wouldn't want to go to get a higher than.
No, get a master's. I'm telling you, you're young enough. Get one.
Yeah, that'll set you apart.
I'm the 33-year-old asshole getting a master's. You're like 20. Get
Yeah,
one.
but I mean, you also
I
gotta
promise
pay
you.
for it.
I don't.
Well, I mean, I would, like, then there's no way.
Oh, you have to find a woman. I forgot that part.
Yeah, that's always fun.
I forgot that part.
Good
Oh,
old
but anyways,
student loans.
I'm not trying to be an asshole, but yeah, it's like nitpicking.
It's alright, I'm a grammar Nazi too.
I'm not.
Yeah.
I took all my grammar classes and then totally disregarded and didn't care about them afterwards.
Oh, I'm sure papers are fine, but like if you want to, like,
Yeah.
you know.
My spelling is impeccable.
Yeah, no, I do have to fix my grammar mistakes if I eventually want to move up in the world of fantasy baseball writing, because if I'm making mistakes like that on a popular website, like, the comments will get all over it.
Well, that's
If you
the
want,
thing.
I can. Sorry,
The
Tom.
comments. I was gonna say the comments that we've seen, like on YouTube, where people are complaining about Ryan's pronunciation or whatever, and I mean, it's just like, oh, I'm sorry, did you not understand who we were talking about entirely,
Mhm.
or like, you know what I
I
mean?
mean, yeah, that's definitely comes up with like the audience. Like, is there a
Yeah.
formality or informality? You're right.
Ooh, I say Jung Ho Kang or Jung Ho Kong.
All right, so I got my team drafted.
Like I'm writing a blog for my one of my master's classes for FSU football, and
Okay.
as much as I just want to like talk out of my ass, which is what I do for the most part, but I still try to keep it like grammatically correct,
Mhm.
Yeah.
which makes it, I guess, maybe a little more boring. But
James, if you haven't realized, I don't know anything about fantasy baseball.
fantasy what?
If you haven't realized, I don't know anything about fantasy baseball.
No, you
I
don't.
think you know a little something at this point. I'm pretty sure Tom and Ryan have given you enough shit,
Yeah.
at least in the few videos I've watched, which have been hilarious. Tom and Ryan, don't stop, because it's funny. Keep going.
All right.
I know
But,
basketball. That's about it.
Hey, you know more than I do. I don't know fucking jack shit about basketball. Last time I followed
I know more than
basketball,
anybody
you
on
weren't
the
even
channel.
born. I became a Bulls fan in 1990. I was 8 years old. It was a year before Jordan won his first title. So, yeah, you're ahead of me. I don't know shit about basketball.
I know more than Tom.
As
You're
far as
what?
fantasy goes.
I know more than Tom.
Okay.
What?
He says he knows more than I
You wanna
do.
bet? You wanna bet?
I'm going to go and say, what's the word I'm looking for? There's seriously, and I'm going to counter that with I doubt it.
You wanna bet?
I have no money to bet. I'm a fucking stay-at-home dad working on his fucking master's degree. I don't have fucking money.
Right?
Tom, I will
There's
ask
no
you
money
one
on
question.
our. We got J Money Smooth. That's why his name's J Money. He's the only one with money on our channel. On our
I mean, I'm going to be
website.
honest. I mean, you guys can make fun of me if I want to, but I mean, that's what I am. I mean, stay-at-home dad, nighttime grad student is what it is.
Nothing wrong with that.
Tom, I will ask you one question. If you get it right, you can be smarter than me about fantasy basketball. About
Okay.
basketball in general. Okay. Okay, you ready for the question?
I'm waiting.
Okay.
Tom looks angry. I'm just kidding about that.
Who is the all-time leader in free throw percentages? And who was he? What team did he play for?
And like NBA all time, I'll let Tom answer, but
No, I'm
NBA
talking
all
about
time?
Little League. Little League.
Okay. All right. So we're talking about all-time
Mhm.
leading free throw shooter.
Mhm. Don't Google it.
I'm not.
His hands are in defensive position. He's not doing that.
I mean, it's actually I'm nominating, so it's my turn to draft.
I forgot we're in a draft.
Highest all-time
In a season.
in a season.
Yeah.
I thought you said like okay, all right. I'm confused. I thought you were talking about like
NBA
career.
season all time. Sorry.
Okay, so in a given season,
It has to like qualify, not like one person shoots one free throw and he made it. It has to like be qualified. So.
It's gonna be something. I'm sorry to interrupt. It's gonna be something ridiculous like Chamberlain with his underhand free throws. If not him, I'm gonna go with Rick Barry.
No, not even close.
I know this.
Mark
I
Price. I love me some Mark Price.
No. Tom, I told you this before.
Yeah. I know this, but now I'm drawing a blank. It's not Nash or Ray Allen, is it?
No.
Barry.
No.
I don't remember.
How was they called around?
Is it Calderon?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Huh.
How many attempts?
I don't know. I just know he qualified.
Okay.
How they called him? He played for the Toronto Raptors, and he shot like a 0.98 something percent.
Oh my god.
Well, that's when you could have him on your fantasy roster.
I know my basketball. I just don't know anything else.
Oh, sweet.
It'll go far.
That's a good question, though.
Just got an email that I got another subscriber, so that makes 49 now, 1 till 50.
Just not Justin, Andrew. I'm gonna unsubscribe to you.
I think you were.
That's obviously a veiled threat.
You got your 50 quicker than we did. Took us a long time.
Yeah, I think it started January 18th, something like that.
Tom, I've tried to introduce you guys to like most of my friends that do fantasy baseball.
Okay.
I've tried.
Nice. Well, we're not. That's the thing is, I don't think we're everybody's cup of tea. I mean, we.
No. Here's what it is with my friends. Like, you guys are because you remind me of me and my friends. You're like, this is not an insult, so don't take it this way. But
right.
Usually we're just a couple of clowns talking about fantasy sports.
Yeah.
And ultimately, I think that's what fantasy sports should be about. It's just friends just bullshitting out their ass.
Yeah.
There's no reason to get cryptic or professional.
Right.
Just have a good time.
We're addicts, not experts.
Exactly. That's what I tell my friends. I'm like, listen, these guys like to bullshit. This is who they think they like. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Whereas other people are like very formal and they're like, I'm going to take Josh Donaldson with the 5th pick.
Oh yeah,
You know what I mean.
Tom,
yeah.
Tom.
Oh yeah, stuffy.
Yeah, sometimes I kind of feel that way in my videos. Like, I don't know, I mostly give facts. Like, in real life, like, if you met me, I'm a pretty quiet person, which is probably why. But
well, honestly, we prefer that kind of balance. That like when we have you in our drafts or our live streams, Andrew. Like honestly, like we like having that more formal and
better than me
analysis kind of thing.
Yeah, Andrew's way smarter than me. I can totally say that right now. And he's like 10 years younger than me.
Right.
I have no problem saying that.
I mean, not really.
And if you take Andrew's brain and cut it in like one piece, so like 1% of Andrew's brain in
when I was
baseball,
Andrew's age, I was getting hammered and sticking my dick into whatever was wet.
Yeah.
Whereas Andrew might be doing that. I mean, who knows?
No.
At the very least, he has a good head on his shoulders. At least it appears to me. And besides the tire tier pronunciation, I mean, otherwise you're doing well.
Yeah.
Eric Kane.
Oh, Eric Kane. Bronson with that Eric Kane. Hasn't that song gotten old to you yet?
No.
Like
That's the song. I mean, that's like a real song. I have no idea.
Yeah,
I've always wondered where that came from. Like, I see Bronson say it all the time.
The only thing I know from is the 80s soap opera that my mom watched.
Oh yeah, no, it's from is he a Florida rapper, Bronson?
I don't know. He's a rapper.
I'm pretty musically illiterate for the most part.
Yeah, Andrew listens to like Beethoven or something like that.
I hate classical music. Like, I mean, Ride of the Valkyries is pretty awesome, but for the most part, like.
You know what's incredible? I haven't made a move, and I've jumped up to 5th.
Nice.
Incredible.
Real pro.
Either pro or noob, that's life.
Tom, next year suggest not sucking in our FSA basketball league.
Well, I'll be sure not to be depressed and try, not to be depressed, I guess.
I'm gonna get some more alcohol, so just hold tight.
Fair enough. Yeah, I'd cut myself off of that. Too many benders.
I mean, like, as a parent, I really am afforded this opportunity, so
Yeah.
I'm going to take advantage.
Enjoy.
And you're gonna follow me to the fridge.
Okay. I'm gonna
Is
throw
this
this
creepy?
guy here. What are we doing here? No.
Is this creepy?
A little bit. Where are we going?
How about now?
Only slightly.
How about now?
It's getting better. Zool.
I like that
Ghostbusters.
Velasquez pick.
I opened the fridge and there was a voice that said Zool.
Damn it!
Yeah, we haven't seen a lot of Velasquez getting drafted.
No, I guess mostly because he's not technically guaranteed yet, but I mean, I think he'll get the fifth spot.
Yeah. Let's see. So we still got a few players left. I don't know. It's gonna start speeding up here.
Yeah, once James has one more to take.
I'm not even playing, but okay.
And then it's only Tom that has like more money than players.
Yeah. That's that. Yeah, that's me. That's like holding that up. Yeah. Too old.
Okay. I got my refill, boys.
Hell yeah.
Don't worry, it does body good. You know what I'm sad about? That this
Your
draft
life.
is almost over.
Okay.
Because now I don't know what I'm gonna do. I
Well,
really don't.
Bronson said he wanted to mock.
Oh, Bronson, you're not playing with me, are you?
What, me? I don't play with people.
Sexually?
Tuna's back on the site.
Tuna.
Bronson, if you want to get another mock, how about a mock snake? Bronson, how do you feel about that?
I'm down with that.
You're goddamn right you are.
Nice.
I'm
You
kidding.
guys just jump
I'm
on the
not.
site and set that up. I see.
Oh.
Like, Tuna's back on the site now, so you might have a third party.
So I assume Andrew and Tom, you guys are going Betty Bye.
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch one Netflix show and go to bed because
Netflix and chill.
it's my routine. I gotta watch one Netflix show.
What show is that, Andrew?
I don't know, maybe YA50. I like my cop shows.
Why don't you just watch Cops?
I don't like that. I don't know. I don't like.
Cops is like my favorite show.
All kidding aside, is anybody watching the ridiculously terrible OJ series?
Me.
No,
No.
I thought people liked it though.
It's
OJ.
not awful, but if you want to laugh your ass off, John Travolta as Bob Shapiro is hilarious.
Okay.
I watched an episode of Arrow.
The show was god awful, but Travolta as Bob Shapiro is incredible.
We'll have to check that out.
Yeah, just fast forward to those parts.
I'm pretty, I don't know, I guess other than sports, I'm kind of snobbish about TV that I watch. I mean, South Park.
Yeah, me and my wife are like the same way. Like, we need to sign back up for HBO and Showtime because a couple shows are about to start back up, aka Game of Thrones.
I was going to say, yeah, Game of Thrones is coming up here.
The GOT, nigga!
I used to watch like 15 to 20 shows, and then I'm like, okay, this is taking way too much time, so I cut back to like 6 or 7.
Okay.
But even then, like, I haven't watched more than 2 different shows in the last 2 weeks. Like, I'm pretty far behind on some of them. Just waiting for the season to end so I can just watch it over a weekend sometime.
Yeah. I have no idea why the hell I watch Walking Dead. Every
Oh my
goddamn, like, I'm like, why am I still watching this shit?
Yeah, and a lot of shows also just went weird. Like, I don't know if you watched the show Revolution. but started out okay, and then it just got weird, and I'm like, nope, I'm done, and then it got canceled.
I don't think I ever saw that.
It was about when the electricity across the entire world went out.
Oh,
I like post-apocalyptic too.
okay.
Jericho was a show that ended way too early.
Are you guys weirded out yet? I'm on the toilet now.
Oh, no, I guess we're not. I hadn't noticed that, but...
Yeah.
Okay.
Things are going great for me right now.
Just one of those long auction drafts.
I don't understand why people are
Still
still drafting David Hernandez. Like, he's not going to be the closer. He's going to be entirely useless for your team.
He has SP and RP eligibility, dude.
And Hernandez doesn't. David Hernandez.
I'm kidding.
Oh, shit. I'm nominating whoever. Who did I just nominate?
Brett Lawrie.
All right, I'm about to check my standings here. Let's see what's
I've probably fallen out of first by now. No, I'm still there. I don't know why.
Nice job, Andrew.
It seems okay, but wouldn't feel great about it coming out of the draft.
I think out of the draft I did last night, you know what I mean. I did the best.
What are you talking about in the league where you have 3 relief pitchers? And that's it? Your pitching staff is 3 relievers?
So, see, they're gonna get a low ERA and a low WHIP.
Possibly. If one guy blows up, you're screwed.
Fuck, yeah, you're completely...
Yeah, but if one guy doesn't, I'm good.
No, I mean, you need all 3 of those guys to pitch.
not blow up.
Yeah.
That's like a 33% chance. I'm good with that.
I feel like your math is faulty there.
It is. But he's doing the mathematical math.
It's like you're punting. You're automatically guaranteed not to win wins. You're not going to win gold. You're probably not going to win saves.
But you have prospect for days. And I'm taking a pee on the toilet.
Like I don't know. Like that was the first time I tried out that strategy, so it's going to be interesting to see. Like I like it.
You know how awful the standings are? I'm about to check my standings in this.
Yeah, I was in first place in that league, so shut up, everybody.
I'm third place in this auction draft, and I haven't bid on anybody in 10 rounds.
Nice.
Obviously, teams change over the season, but how many times does someone that wins the draft, like in the draft room, actually win? Probably a really low percentage.
Oh,
It
yeah.
rhymes with slim and none.
I'm trying to think of honestly, after the draft, I forget where my standings were. Anyways, usually it's
Tom,
Yeah,
you
so
were
many
in
leagues.
11th
It's
place.
can't remember all that.
Well,
Yeah,
here's what
making
usually
a note.
happens, and you
I was
guys
considering
know.
going one pitcher, and I was like,
Okay,
let's
go ahead.
snipe other people, so I went 3.
No, but anyways, I was saying, here's what usually happens, and you guys know. Whatever team is heavy on whatever side, almost always they're ranked high in these preseason standings. It's
Yeah.
ridiculous. And the balanced teams are the middle of the pack,
Yeah.
which is fucking retarded. Because by year's end, at the very least, they're going to be in the playoffs.
right.
And when playoffs, anything can happen.
But yeah, but it's uncanny. Every stupid ass mock I've done, it's been oh, this team is 1 and 2. They're heavy pitching or heavy stolen bases. It's fuck the projected standings. It's dumb.
Yeah.
See, the reason why I go mostly all hitting is because it makes me feel better when I get first place in the standings.
Well, I mean, I think you'd feel better actually winning.
I'm gonna win, okay?
Well, I mean,
I've
whatever makes
done the
yourself feel
mathematical
better.
math.
I got 13 leagues this year. I better win one of them.
13, Andrew,
Yeah.
you're indeed an addict.
This is my career high. I had 3 last year. I had 3, and then 13 this year. It's
You just referred to your leagues as a career high. You're an addict, which is fine. That's why we're all here.
See, I have 3 dynasty, which I'm also gonna tank, so not gonna win.
Honestly, I love the fact that I joined you guys in the dynasty. It's my first dynasty, and
Nice.
that was a good time. I enjoyed it.
Did I snipe you with a prospect?
it makes you guys feel any better, I'm taking a shit right now.
Oh,
Not like that. I mean, like poop's coming out of my ass.
that's like on par with Ryan most times. I'm broadcasting with Ryan.
No, but like honestly, I wasn't a big fan of my team, but then once I could rename my team Trevor Innings Story, I mean, I love puns, so
Yeah.
I mean, how do you not like puns?
Flower.
Yeah. I don't know. I might come up with that. I like most of my teams have to do with the Cardinals. Very
Andrew,
few are
Andrew
kind of.
and Bronson, you guys are a little young for a Never Ending Story, but that's okay.
Yeah, I don't know what that means.
Yeah, it's a
Once upon a
1980s movie. It's ridiculous.
It is. It's actually like when they say it's the never-ending story, it's actually really long.
Yeah, yeah. There's an end, but it's just really fucking long, as Tom just said.
There's some cool things in that movie though, right?
Yeah, no. If you're like an '80s baby like me and Tom, then you know that movie from back to
Tom's like
front.
a 70s baby.
You're a what? A Segway baby?
70s baby. I'm not a
Tom's
70s
Tom's
baby.
not '70s. He's my age.
Yeah.
I don't care. Tom still looks 70.
You know what our age is? Rhymes
you're
with
like-
handsome. All right, give me a second. I have to get off the toilet, so just 1 second.
Oh, we got 2 more picks. Mark and then Alex. And the last pick of the draft.
Josh Harrison.
That's that.
He's still available?
Yeah, Josh Harrison was available.
I remember he was like so hyped up last year, and I was like, no thanks.
Yep.
Yeah, he'll give you a good average and some stolen bases, which was why I took him in the Dynasty League. But
All right, nobody look.
Alright, so final standings. I'm tied for first place and second place. I don't know, I don't like the team that much.
You don't like your
doesn't
team?
like you.
Yeah, like Longoria, I don't know, I mean, I guess kind of looking at it, like it's okay.
I like it. I mean, again, you
Yeah.
got like Reddick. Honestly, the only player on your roster that I don't really like all that much is Reddick.
Yeah, and that was actually accidental. I didn't draft a guy in time because I didn't know it was my turn. But yeah, I guess
No,
I
like
got
your team. I
almost
like your team quite a bit, dude. I mean, that
I
looks
just
like a
felt
good
like
roto team.
I don't know. I guess it's just the whole bidding thing. Like I'm kind of used to a certain way of bidding in like snakes, and then it's like I don't feel like I got all my guys, even though I did.
Yeah. I did pretty poorly in the starting pitching department and also pretty poorly in the stolen bases.
Yeah, I mean your top 2 aces are great. You got your closers are nice.
Yeah. Wow. So all right. So I got like second most strikeouts in the league.
Yeah.
And how did I end up with the most saves? I guess I ended up with the most saves.
Well, you have Chapman and Jansen and Allen and Ramos and Osuna, so it's like you got 5 closers there.
Huh. I guess I didn't realize. Yeah, I didn't realize I ended up with that many closers. And no outfield.
All right, so gonna wrap the live stream up here.
Okay. That was a good draft, Andrew. Thanks for having me.
And thanks for doing it, Tom. If you stuck around, Tom from Fantasy Sports Addicts. Check out fantasysportsaddicts.com and their YouTube channel, Fantasy Sports Addicts Anonymous.
Excelente.
And thanks, Bronson. And oh man, I am horrible with names. Why?
James.
Yes, James for joining.
That's fun.
I will learn that name.
Good hangout, guys. Yeah, jump. All right, so after this, I guess if you guys, Bronson and James, if you guys are going to do another mock,
I don't know, James left.
hop on the, well, just jump on the website. James is on the website.
Too much
So-
work.
All right, well, he's on the website. You guys can pick a mock draft if you want to do that.
Try it.
Yeah, James is asking if we're still here. Head over to the website.